Alright, hello everyone. I'm going to be starting out with the Panther 2 tonight. Whoops, I accidentally closed that down. Hopefully everyone's having a good day today. I'm just trying to figure out what personal reserves I want to go here. Why don't I just pick that one? Alright, let's get things going. Which, hello John, Uber, Dana, and also Jane. I forget your which thank you again for the gifts. um, I know you have another name, Jane. I just forget. I want to say Victor. It's probably wrong now, but hello everyone. I'm going to be playing pretty much any request tonight. Just throwing in some tanks I'm grinding, of course. I am about 10k experience away from the Panther 2 here. Can't wait for it to be over. I like the tank now, but I'm a little bit I'm bored of it in a way, just because I've played it a lot in the past few weeks trying to get this grind done. This is going to be interesting. This match, which yeah, it is the weekend. I haven't really played too much. I got it right then. Yay! I could have swore I was going to be wrong, but I'm glad I got it right. But yeah, more or less, I haven't played too much over the past couple days. I played a little bit yesterday trying to get some grinds done. I do have the RU-251 now. I'm very close to the E50 here. I don't have a ton of credits since, or I do have enough credits to buy it. I just need to basically grind out a little bit for equipment now. Thank you guys for the gift shop packages, because that helped out quite a bit here. And I did pick up, since it is on sale. Whoops, I'm still getting, for whatever reason, a little bit of a lag. I don't know why. It's definitely not on my end. I basically, I kind of went over, my router and everything like that, and I've tested out a couple other online games yesterday and today. Didn't have any lag or packet loss for World of Tanks for some reason though. I am still having that little bit of jitteriness and stuff whenever I press a lot of keys. There's a lot of stuff going on in the battle. Just weird. I guess it's something I'm not the only person. I've seen a lot of people on the forum complain about it. I guess it's just something wrong on their end. So hopefully it's fixed sooner or later. That would be excellent. Yay, I actually hit him. Hopefully... Nope. I'd say hopefully his M41, he didn't kind of double back. I was hoping he could track him or something. We now have another autoloader up here, which is slightly terrifying. I'm kind of afraid to peek out too far here, only because I don't exactly have the luxury of not having any lag right now. But since my M41 is pushing up, I'll take a little bit of a gamble here just to try to get him out, get the numbers on our side here. Okay, he's not shooting at me. He should still have a couple shots left though. Very nice, Artie. Oof, I always forget about that little... Oh shit, he's coming back up. That little window that they can kind of hit you, from that TD area over there. Ah, well, that's good that the update fixed it for EU. Apparently this little micro patch, it hasn't fixed it on E or NA though. Ah shit, this is not too good for me. Here we go. At least I guess I'm still alive, so. But yeah, there was, a micro patch adding in the premium tanks, buffing the Object 907. Lovely. That is awesome. We should still win, but remains to be seen. Anyway. I thought I was moving around enough that he wouldn't hit me, and he direct hit me, of course. So now I hop into my newest tank here, or I guess my second newest since I picked up the 112. So, hello Orlando, nice to see you, and Worgen. We have a little micro patch also, you know, supposedly fixed bugs. So hopefully that's the case. But you know, in the couple matches I played before streaming here, I just noticed a little bit of lag, which is, you know, it's odd. Like I hopped into Overwatch to test out and even World of Warplanes to test out if I had any packet loss or lag on my end. Nothing over there. So yeah, I can play the Type 4. I will gladly. Which it looks like coming fairly soon. I forget the exact date, is going to be another marathon mission event, you know, where you have to complete X amount of missions. This one looks like it's going to be across 2 weeks about, and you have to complete at least a mission or something. Oh god. I just saw that coming. Yay. And yeah, I get it reflected back into me. It's like, yeah, I was trying to cross in front of him, but holy fucking shit, I didn't expect him to go that way. For the T-25 Pilot 1, it's not exactly, statistically, it doesn't look like the best premium tank. But it does look fairly interesting, and you know, it should be, not to say easy to get, but only easy if you play World of Tanks every day, since you have to complete like 13, basically you have to play 13 out of the 15 days, what it looks like, or else you have to basically buy tickets, like say the T-44 100, those marathon grinds. But the NDA hasn't exactly lifted for Wargaming's community contributors to chime in on it, but there are, you know, gameplay videos of it out there. It is in the client now. You know, you can, with certain mods, you can at least preview it, but it looks like a fun little tank. So, hello Mojo. I won't say I know 100% about it since I haven't looked at it for, you know, it's been in development for quite some time. Alright. I thought about pushing here, but right now, I'm trying not to get too far out because, again, I'm trying to play and it doesn't always pick up where or when I want to stop and turn and stuff like that. I know this is pretty much the fastest tank in the game, more or less, but it's not gonna stop. Alright, I'll take a little bit of a waiver here because there's an ISU down here. He's probably gonna hit me, or he's gonna miss me. I will take that. I am just really hoping that he does not get a large roll. Oh, granted, I did pass in front of the LTTB, but oh wait, never mind. I thought that was our own LTTB. It is not. I guess that's fine then. I was like, my teammate shot me, but I'm not mad because, you know, I was zipping around there. But so far, I've only played, I think, 1, maybe 2 matches in this. It's pretty damn good tank, I would say. As far as the tier 8 premiums, or not tier 8 premiums, tier 8 lights I have so far, I would probably say this is the most effective one I have. I still like the WZ-132 very much so, but this one seems to be pretty hard to beat with its size, view range, speed. Pretty much there's not too many things to fault about it. Hell, it even has a frickin' killer HE round on top of it. Pretty good pen and damage. Hello Joel, nice to see you. Yeah, I always appreciate likes. Thumbs up, whatever you want to call them. Alright, the KV3's anything left. But this thing, it feels like a hover tank. Feels like a T50-2, which isn't on the PC client anymore. Seeing if I could set him on fire, but no luck there. 2k damage, 1200 assist. Not too shabby there. Okay. Oh, awesome. That ISU 152 killed that guy for some reason. That's strange. But up next is the Type 4, but yeah, pretty decent match there. Best match so far I've had in it. Confederate Award. Our team did a pretty damn good job there. Hello in game. So we got the Type 4 up next, which my crew, yeah, I kind of had to hodgepodge it together from a few tanks. I wasn't ready to kind of jump into a tier 8 light without having at least some crew skills, but that one crew member, I'm working on Brothers in Arms on it. Yeah, feel free, you know, if you would like to see me in anything, I'll pretty much play anything tonight, and I'm just going to mainly be mixing in the the Panther 2 to try to finish that, and you know, then after that, once I get to the E50, I'm going to be focusing more on the Type 4, the Streb 1030, and the Emil 1 again. Mostly the Emil 1 because that's my tier 8, so I'm just trying to, you know, chug along, focusing on one tank specifically now rather than spread it across all 5. Hello Rich, nice to see you. Which congrats Joel. Tiger 1's not a, you know, bad tier 7 heavy, you just have to play it, not to say like a medium, but you have to play it a little bit more conservative, more or less. I'll probably head out that way. It's just going to the, I could honestly go straight up the middle in a way, but we'll probably have enough people there. Just with how your team typically sets up here, you usually have a lot of people sitting here. So me heading to the center probably isn't going to be the most useful decision I make. So, hello Echo Baby, nice to see you. Hopefully you're having a good day. Which, probably no Levi tonight. We have guests over, so I kind of locked him out of the room. He is very depressed. But as some of my older streams, it's not exactly easy for me to get up basically in between every battle to let him in and out. It's not fun for anybody. Alright. At least I got some tanks to shoot over here. But they decided to push right in the center, which I'm kind of rethinking of my decision to go over here, only because if they push a little bit too far, our tanks over there are just going to die. They're decent snipers, but they're not really good at, you know, being seen, taking fire, stuff like that. I'm hoping that I can just derp him and come right back. Which I don't know if she'll pop in at all. She is baking, but today is Orion's birthday. I don't know if you'll be able to hear because I have the door shut. You know, she's banging around and baking stuff for tomorrow. Oh Lord. I'm not sad to see him because I can get a little easy shot off on him, but I do not want to get shot by him. But she might pop in here at some point. You never know. Alright, Graham still got full HP. He's probably getting a little bit mad at me just derping him. Alright, Graham's now losing HP. It's like they should have shots over here. I'm confused why they don't have shots, because I've been in their spot a lot of times, and I can get hit from people sitting, you know, at the bottom of the map in the base. It's just a little strange. Alright, T-30. Oh, I hit him right on the gun. Granted, I'm not exactly pinpointing my aim, just aiming center mass and hoping it lands on him. And nice, John. Yeah, it's not, like, it's always hard for me to explain it sometimes, but, you know, you do pretty well on it once it's elite. It's just, it's kind of like the Tiger 1 in a way, where it's not exactly the best heavy tank, more or less. Oh, I hit him right on the cupola. He's probably a little bit angry there. Thank you very much, Echo Baby, for the tip. Oh god, there's an E100. Spare me. I'm wondering if I can get a shot off here. There we go. This is probably going to be an expensive match for me, but Wargaming has me using these 150% better premium HE rounds. If there was just a penetration difference, I would stick with the, you know, the standard HE, but goodbye. Better to go with the round that's just through and through better. 300 damage is pretty big for an HE round. Alright, so we're starting to chew our way back here. The C100 still... Thank you very much, WoT Guru. I think Brian knows that that was my first, or not my first, but my girlfriend before I met her. And still is, considering I guess finished two new weak spot guides today, one for the Tiger P and one for the Luva. Close enough. Okay, I don't know exactly where they're at, but what the hell? I thought I just killed something, but that was Graham. Sorry, laughing at your death, Graham. I thought I just one shot at the Udez there. Nope, I am not that lucky. I was about to say, are you gonna try to pop off on top of me there? Oh god. I was not expecting that. Lame. You're supposed to let me HE you. Now we're down a tank, but we still have a lot of snipers here. Or, I hate saying the word sniper. Support tanks. So I can't exactly push because they're not going to push with me, and oh god. I guess completely... Yep, that was a big mistake. I still don't know how that E100 hasn't gotten shot, but that was a pretty big mistake on my part. I wasn't zoomed out. But like, how does somebody go right there and look? Scorpion G, 2 Udez's, hell, even the M41. Nothing. It's just, it's depressing sometimes. Which, thank you very much, Jens Kurth, for the subscription. Hello, Labobo. Hello, Master. Sure. I think you have, the tiers I need. Hello, Michael. Or Parecha. Close. Let me hop back into the Panther too, because it would be nice if I can get this grind done. I guess you can say that, Uber, yes. Oh, I thought you had... do you have higher tiers? I can, actually, let me... I'll pop into and play a couple lower tiers with you. Yeah, I can't play a ton of... just because You know, I feel bad. Let's see. Why don't I hop into this little bugger? This is the same matchmaking here. Hello, Artem and Eduardo. Nice to see you guys. Which, yeah, we lost mines pretty quickly after that. I just always forget what tiers everyone has here. But most amount of downs on our team, it's just like, I don't know what those guys were shooting back there, but just a few little shots would have helped there. It made a pretty big difference. But nope. You know, I don't know what they're shooting at, but yeah. But, you know, if anyone wants to see anything, you know, for me to hop into, please let me know. Or else I'll just be bouncing around between tanks I'm grinding and probably some premium tanks, stuff like that. Okay, I could play a Digger Max. Yeah. Like, I'll probably do, you know, I don't know, maybe like 2 or 3 battles here. And then we'll see. I'll probably, you know, pop back up to higher tiers then. All right. I think he was saying, like, I forget what he... Hello, Canadian. Nice to see you. Yeah, I can play a KV2. Scouting positions? Honestly, I'm not too sure. But yeah, I'll do Dicker Max, KB2, maybe one more like mid-tier then, and I'll pop back up. But, you know, you can request pretty much anything down to tier 4. In the video description I have, you know, all the tanks that I can play for requests. You know, doesn't just have to be high tiers. It's just all the tanks that I'm going to be mixing in, like in between requests, are going to be like tier 8, tier 9, stuff like that. Just because that's what I am grinding right now. Might be able to get one more shot off. Nope, don't even need to. Yeah, I can add the 183 on. Kieran. I'll play that right after I play a few matches with Master, since he only has up to tier 6, tier 7, I think. Hello, Scott. Nice to see you. God, I just did a weak spot guide on this tank here. I should have not many issues with penetrating him. I was hoping he was still aiming down that way, and nope, he went for the giant XP box here. XP pinata. Hello. Yeah, I can do the T-34. Hello, Russian person. Unfortunately, I do not speak Russian. But hello, nonetheless. The only reason I'm still trying to shoot him is because I can see his side there. Fortunately, even with the mantlet buffs, he can penetrate. He can penetrate parts of my turret. Hello, D-Pan, nice to see you. And Abdul, nice to see you too. Oh god. I didn't want to go that far up, but this freaking lag spikes are annoying the hell out of me here. That's what gets me. Like, I can play with slightly higher ping, but when it doesn't register that you know, press the key when you pressed it, that's what gets me. And that's what annoys the hell out of me here. I don't know what this Type 59 is planning, but... Alright, thank you very... Yeah. I didn't realize that he had straightened out. At least our other side's doing fairly well. I guess he might be flipped over. I always do that in little light tanks like that. Privet. Hopefully that's not something that is bad. Or I guess it's, what is it, Privet? Or I am not good with accents. I could probably win worst accent award of ever. I blame that thick South Jersey, Philadelphia, whatever accent that I have. I'd say I can pen him on his cupola, but I am going to be hard pressed penetrating him anywhere else, even with APCR sprinkled in. It's just my other side, just they plowed right into the wrong spot there. They basically push very far south without clearing. Yeah, it's just I can't get out of here even if I wanted to. I would like to actually get, not to say behind the IS-6, but I would like to get behind Graham there. It's just that IS-6 was blocking me, so I have to take the long route. But the FV304 can now hit me, which, you know, it's a trade-off, but it just stinks. And I was about to shoot him, but I didn't think he was up there yet. Oh, thank you, Artem. I'll try to remember that. All right, so you're stuck here. It's just, even though this match doesn't look like it's gonna last too much longer, but it is a very iffy spot at times, John. I use it a lot. I mainly go over here because a lot of times your other side, you know, most of your team heads this way. Our team, unfortunately, they won this side. However, they made the mistake of going down here, which is almost like the death corner in a way, because it's very hard to push out of here because they have so many people sitting here in the center, and it's just hard to push out. Usually when you win this side, I guess funnel into here, it's easier to take out all the tanks and then worry about anyone camping back here. So it's just, you know, they pushed into basically a trap without even knowing it. Thank you, Black Stena, for the subscription. Thank you very much. Master's finally back in the fight. But yeah, up next I'll play the Dickermax, the KV2. And then I do have the FV215B 183 I'll hop into. Alright, so moving on. Let's see if we can get a decent match for the Dickermax. It's probably going to be like, I don't know, like Himmelsdorf or something. Alright, let's get my crew back in. Alright. Huh? I have no clue. Alright, so we got the Digger Max. Which I kind of drank a bit of caffeine before it. That joke probably went right over my head, Graham. Hello, Mr. Bone. But yeah, since I was staring at a computer a little earlier, need a little bit of motivation to beginning of the stream here with some coffee because I usually limit myself to doing like one weak spot guide for WoT Guru, but you know, doing two today kind of it drained me a little bit. Hello, Glenn. Nice to see you. Type 62. Yeah, I got that. T28. Which one do you mean by that, Echo Baby? The T28 prototype or the T28 standard TD or the T28, what is it, the HTC? I got three of them. I can play, or do you mean like the T24E4 or something like, stuff like that? But I got a lot of them, so. Oh god, what do you, dude, you are a dick. If you had flipped me off that bridge, I was not going to be happy. I've looked for stuff like that before, John. You're not the only one. Sometimes, you know, I always follow like the same setups on my crews, and I don't even notice sometimes that they have open tops. Russian? Yeah, the T20, the premium T28 F30. Yeah, I can play that one. It's all right, Mr. Bone. Everyone's, you know, pretty busy in their lives. I don't expect everyone, you know, to catch every single stream, so. That's pretty good, Uber. Oh, sometimes, you know, wins and losses don't exactly go exactly how you want, but it's gotta focus on yourself then if you're doing that well. As you can kind of tell, I prefer to do very well. I'm not like a stat whore like some people, but you know, if I'm playing bad, that's when I start focusing on hopefully just getting wins, and I am content with that sometimes. You know, you can't play World of Tanks for years and not learn how to kind of cope with, you know, your unlucky streaks, stuff like that. It's not even, you know, like some people with their tinfoil hats, like it's rigged against you. It just, shit happens in every game. Like how on Overwatch, not that I'm the best player in Overwatch. Oh god, he's actually, I did not expect him to push up. I thought he was just going to hunker down because honestly they do not have that many tanks over here from the looks of it. Like Overwatch, not that I'm very good, but there's times where like the placement matches for the competitive seasons, I get into those things and I'll lose like every single one of them and be playing damn good, and it's just the people on your team against whoever, it just doesn't go in your favor and you just get clobbered. That's any PvP game now. Even what ones with like skill-based matchmaking and stuff. It's just sometimes you get bad streaks. Alright, problem I have with the Dicker Maxes sometimes is I'm not exactly the most patient person, so I'm gonna head up here. What about the IS-4? I did see that, you know, they're planning on potentially, this is their plan right now. It's not anywhere soon in the pipeline, but they're looking at swapping the IS-4 back to tier 9 and the ST1 up to tier 10. You know, buffing the ST1 a little bit as far as its gun and turret armor, I believe, and then, you know, just reining in the IS-4 a little bit. Basically bringing back its stats from tier 9, and they buffed its armor a little bit when they pumped it up to tier 10, just little things, but I think it's actually a pretty good plan, honestly. Right, the IS-4 was really broken back when it was a tier 9 heavy. That's only because there wasn't premium rounds, and there was also not a lot of high penetrating mediums and the like. I think it would actually be fairly well balanced. In today's game, it'll still be a damn good tier 9 heavy, but yeah. Hello, Phil. Nice to see you. Oh, T67. You are naughty for playing that tank. Thank you for the subscription, Peyton. Hello, Last King. Nice to see you. And Palladium, maybe. Nice to see you too. All right, now we got a little bit of problem here. So they have a ton of TDs. We have a bit of arty and stuff, but this is gonna be really risky. But whew. It's just I'm mainly concerned about getting artied here, because I can take a shot or two from most of these tanks. Not really wanting to, but in a pinch I can. Seeing if I... Hello, Dave. Nice to see you too. Oh god, my gun depression. Ah, shit. Sorry, Graham. You will not die in vain. I screwed that up. I thought I could point down enough, and I couldn't. Alright. They probably know I'm going to poke up at this little bush. Ah, shit. This is Cromwell. Oh. They're already... He just missed me at the very least. Oh lord, I spotted the T-67 somehow. And I missed him! Are you kidding me? Oh, he was still there. That's what you get for not moving. I have one AP shell left. Granted, I do have APCR, it's just... I'd rather not have to fire premium at like a grill. He's right up there though. Ah, nice job, Master. Not that I was, gonna get 6 kills or anything, but I was just trying to get a little bit more damage in. Pretty good net match though. It was gonna take all 3 of us. He had the armor, Graham had the speed and the vision, and I guess kind of followed up behind and gobbled up all the damage. Very nice job though, guys. Pretty nice little win. A little bit of credit, so I'll take that. And next up, let's hop into Mr. KV2 here. Let's see, did I miss anything? Uber essentially, it kind of is. It's one of the worst tier 10 heavies right now. It used to be a tier 9 underneath the IS-7 before they split the lines in 2. And even when it came out, a lot of people thought it should have been the tier 9 with the ST1 at tier 10. But it used to be pretty much hands down the best tier 9 heavy tank by far. But that was back when there was only three, tier 9 heavy tanks: the American T-34, Russian IS-4, and the German VK-4502B. But pretty much, I'll see if Master gets back here real quick since he DC'd. But more or less, it's easier for them to balance the ST1 and keep it somewhat historical in a way. I hate using that word because World of Tanks isn't, strictly historical. Than it is for them to basically shoehorn the IS-4. It's just easier for them to flip-flop them, more or less. Well, they kind of get that too, Mr. Bone. It's just, it's something with, they're focusing more on trying to rebalance the game and, make as many people happy as possible. But it's like if they drop the IS-7 or IS-4 down to tier 9, this is just a thought. They haven't stated that they're definitely doing this. It's just it's a thought that actually makes a little sense. The IS-4, it would just lose, I think it's like 10 millimeters or something on some of its armor, make it a little bit thinner, and the gun would get a little bit of a nerf, but it would still pretty much be more or less the same. But yeah. John. As far as cooking pans, I do have the Wolverine 2 Last King. Cooking pans, the ones I have at home, honestly, I only use cast iron pans. They seem very scary for a lot of people I've talked to about. And honestly, the only thing I have outside of pots, you're better off just using like a normal pot for like boiling stuff and sauces and whatnot. But I'm getting tongue tied here. I have a cast iron pan like this big down to that big, and that's what I do all my cooking in. Really, honestly, they're almost easier to maintain, I feel like, than a like a stainless steel or whatever normal type of pan that you would imagine when you think of a pan. Basically, the only thing you got to do to them is, well, don't like smash your stovetop with them because they're heavy, but just cook whatever you want in them, and then basically let it cool down for a minute, go right to your sink, scrub it out with a little bit of water, even sometimes a little soap. Like, I'm not against using a little soap in it after you get it seasoned well, and then you just dry it off and put oil in it. It's a lot easier to scrub things out because things don't stick to it. But really with them, it doesn't matter too much as far as brands and stuff go. You just buy yourself a, off of Amazon or something, a pretty decent rating. Like, I think the ones I have are Lodge as the company brand, but as long as it's not like some thin, weird cast iron, like, they pretty much all look the same, you're good to go. But definitely get a pre-seasoned one, because that helps you get through like the first hurdle of seasoning it. But outside of that, I honestly don't know enough, I would say, about pans to really recommend buying any. Outside of like, get yourself at least like an 8-inch 10 or a 10-inch saute pan. But I don't know anything really about brands and stuff, because the ones at our restaurant honestly are probably older than I am. That's how old they are. And restaurant stuff, it's just, I don't even know what brand it is. They're not even really, like, not to say they're not Circle anymore, but they're not really. Hello Jay, nice to see you. Which thank you, Rich. That was a pretty decent match into Dicker Max. I was pleasantly surprised there. Alright, dude, you're making it very hard for me to help you. I just hit you, but I hate when people do that and they don't realize that they are blocking their teammates from helping them. Hellcat, I can add that on too. I do not have the AMX 5100, unfortunately. I do have a tank request list that's in the video description below that has every tank on it. But French heavies I'm kind of stuck with just more or less I might die here. The premium FCM 50T and the AMX M449 premium. I'm just auto aiming here because I'm more or less concerned about getting back in cover. Hello B-Mavs, nice to see you. Yeah, I can add a TD request. I can do that. And the WZ11114. Alright. Why don't I hop up here? I should be able to get a shot, I think, on the... hopefully something through here without dying, but I could just die here. It's a strong possibility. Alright, Tiger P is heading in the wrong direction. That's who I was hoping to shoot. Oh god, this guy's gonna squeak by me. At the very least, we're defending here, but there's still 5 minutes and 40 seconds left, so it's not like they're running out of time too much here. This isn't gonna do a lot of damage to him, but something. Every little bit counts. CI pans? Induction? I haven't exactly fiddled around with them before. Yeah, I have no idea if that's what you're mentioning, Rich. But oh, poor Tiger P. That's where you get, I guess finished the weak spot guide for that, and only 80 millimeters of armor on the side. Oh, I feel a little bit bad for him, but you never want to show the side in that tank. I just spanked him. I'm waiting for Master to fire here. Crap. Missed my chance there. Oh, I forgot about him. Oh well. That 1,000 damage hit was pretty awesome, but yeah. There's only so much we can do. We're tier 6s in a tier 8 match, but yeah. Time to move on. Thank you very much, though, John, for the tip. Oh, cast iron. Okay. Well, good. And it worked. It worked on Streamlabs. Yay! I'm glad they got the fan funding / super chat now working for it. Alright, so I can play... I'm getting to the 183, yes. But yeah, unfortunately we lost that one. Thank you very much, John. I actually have to... Yeah, that 131 did a very good job there. But I would like to make sure I do not miss any of the requests here. So TD, WZ11114. Let's see. All right. But yeah, as far as I would basically say, like even if I knew nothing about cast iron pans, excuse me, I would still recommend someone to at least get one and see if you like it, because I think they're easier to maintain, to be honest, and the stigma behind them about having to season them is largely overcome by just buying one that's pre-seasoned for you. They do a pretty decent job of it, and they last pretty much forever. Just remember to put oil back on it, and you just wipe it with a paper towel and you're good to go. But it's not cast iron, honestly. It's so much easier. Like I cook eggs in them. I cook pretty much everything in them, and you can throw them right in the oven. They stay hot. You can let things just kind of stay warm if you cook them at different times, and they get done at different times, and you're waiting for something. It's just yeah. But next up, I'll be playing the FE 215B. Me? It depends. Like, um, typically I just bake it on a sheet pan. Honestly, I can get it much crispier that way. You start out low and you let it come up to temperature with the bacon in the oven, and it basically flattens out, and that's how you get really flat bacon, and it crisps up really well. But that's also because I cook like 20, 30 sheet pans of bacon with about like 30 pieces of bacon per pan at the restaurant when I'm working. So I pretty much just do the same things as I do there. So I have everything down to like temperatures, time. I don't even have to worry you know, worry about it because I know it's right. This could be, oh god, I guess got another little lag spike here. I don't know why I went up there. Thank you, Mr. Bone. I do plan on mixing in my tank grinds, yes. Mainly against the Panther 2, but also the Type 4 to some extent. The Swedish tanks, I'm going to be getting back to them once I get to the E50 here. But I can also play them if you guys would like. This is not good. Graham's in a tank that doesn't really have any penetration. It shouldn't even see, any higher tiers, more or less. I'm in a tank that has a really big gun, but no armor, no HP. Oh god, I was worried about getting shot that way. It's a premium tank. It's essentially just the old T-28 that was in the tech tree before they removed its F-30 gun here. It was actually for sale somewhat recently. I would say within the past month. Maybe a little bit longer though. It's a damn good tank though. It's just start facing off a lot of 5s and 6s, and it's very fragile. But the gun on it, no complaints with its gun. Outside of facing a Ram 2 might suck here if I don't land this shot. Here we go. Holy crap, he was using premium against me too. Like I loaded up APCR here because I could use a little boost, but damn. He did not need premium rounds for me. Uh-oh. Yeah, Joel, that's kind of what I'm getting here. Like, my ping isn't very high, but it's just there's a little bit of like packet loss or packet delay or whatever you want to call it with World of Tanks right now. It's just strange. Goodbye, Mr. SU-100Y. But if you ever have a chance to get this tank, it is a fun. It's probably one of the more fun low tier premiums to play right now. Just because it's pretty much all gun through and through. Oh, I hit him right in the turret. Oh shit, he sees me. I was just hoping to get another shot off on him. Critical hit. And grinding definitely takes a toll on you. Oh, shit, he might pop me here. But yeah, it just seems something tied with this patch. Like I remember in the early days of World of Tanks, packet loss was a thing for a few patches they put out. They probably screwed something up, and it should be fixed with another micro patch here. Come on, I might die here. If I die, whatever. Oh, I didn't even hit him. I was hoping to just HE him down. Try an APCR, there we go. It's just they do have artillery. I am very concerned about their arty, but I am more concerned about their standard tanks now because it doesn't matter. Like, their artillery can still pump out damage, but you know, if I don't go back to help out, you know, the T-150 and whatnot, it's not going to matter. We're going to lose anyway, whether there's arty or no arty. Nice. Just walk right into my shot there. Watch, I'm probably going to get killed by arty. As I get shot by arty right there. They do only have 3 minutes left. That is in our favor. I'm just trying to kind of play it safe here. You know, their T-28 could be pushing over towards me. I guess at this point our T-150 is kind of holding it down here. This KV-2 is now pushing. Oh shit, that M44 just took out the T-150. That is no good for us. Oh god. Now we don't have any eyes. Oh god. Shit. Oh, that. Yeah, I screwed up here. Oh, I wasn't expecting him. I honestly wasn't expecting him to come through there at this point, but he got me. We tried our best. Well, the Matilda Black Prince is a tier 5, but again, I know you really like that tank. It's just completely different nations. But it's pretty much one of the better, you know, low tier tanks I find, the T-28. Because at tier 4 you face 3s, 5s, you don't face too many 6s at all. It doesn't really, you know, kill her. I'd pretty much pick up premium tanks because people like me to, you know, see me play them. You guys also gift them to me, which I'm always gracious for. But, you know, more or less crew trainer. You get a lot of crew experience on them. They're fun. You get a little bit of credits, you know. Not, you know, high tiers aren't always the, you know, funnest tier to play. You know, I always like to pop down in mid tiers, at least for a battle or two here or there from time to time. But yeah, after this I'm gonna wait for him to end here, since it's pretty much, I don't think he's gonna be able to go against the KV-2, but I'm hoping he can one shot him. But yeah, next up I'll do the 183. I got quite a few other requests here. I'll be mixing in so let me get my request list going here. Here we go. 50k into Oho, that's a lot of experience for one night. I like the tank, and that's still a lot of experience for one day. But, did a decent job. It's just, yeah. So next up, I'm going to be doing 183 here. Sorry it took a little bit. But yeah, so we got the 183, And after that, we have the Type 62, but I'm also going to be hopping into the Panther 2. We have a TD, Wolverine, Hellcat, WZ-11114. Hello, Casey Bostic. Nice to see you. But just popping pretty much. Yeah, I kind of like popping around different tiers. It's a nice change of pace, you know, going from low to high, stuff like that. So these will work out here. This isn't exactly my favorite map to play this on, no. I'll definitely say that. Seems like this is a very limited selection of maps night. It's just playing this is very difficult, I would say, from this side. Even from the other side in a way, it's just there's not many spots that you can get shots on or shots from without, you know, exposing yourself a lot. We have a lot of people going that way, almost nobody going this way. It's just I don't even know what I want to do here, because typically I go that way because nobody's over there. But if you put too many people over that way, it's kind of the same effect, except for worse, because if you don't have kind of people here. Are you freaking kidding me? I don't know how you crash a T-110E4, but yeah. He was, yeah. I have no words for that. Sure, Echo Baby. You know, just message me if you'd like to join in. Which thank you again, Master, for the fights. I know you're slowly getting up the tiers. It's just grinding. Oh, yeah. Like I was saying, the Panther 2 grind. I'm almost done it. It's gonna be awesome once that is done. How did I miss that? I should have aimed a little bit more right, but oh god. Thank you, Graham, for rectifying that. Ah, nice. You won a Clan War battle? Congratulations. Obviously, it's windy outside. I just heard something hit my screen. It was 65 degrees yesterday, and now it's like 22 degrees outside. Yay. That sounds good. Yeah, a few matches is alright. I really don't want to waste any Hess shell on you, but I kind of have to. Well, yeah, the 183, it just, not to say it sucks, it just, for a lot of maps, and specifically this one, this is probably my least favorite 183 map. There's just no spots for you to push without your gun depression completely ruining you. But hey, I got 11 damage. That's gotta count for something, right? Doesn't help that our team, you know, all of our pushing tanks are over on that side, and this tank does not perform very well at all on that side, nor on this side. But at least with this side, you know, I can at least stick around here and kind of have a shot at maybe potentially shooting something. It's just, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Kind of figured Arnie was going to hit me, but not that quick. But I like the 183 better when, well, A, it had a better hash round, don't get me wrong, but it had more mobility, which, you know, helped cover up its lacking gun depression a little bit, just because you could get to a spot sooner, get out of that spot sooner, and run away in a way. In a sense, it wasn't, you know, that fast, but it was fast enough to kind of help you out a little bit. But once they switched it to a more armored role without, giving like its lower plate any armor, it definitely killed the tank in a way for me. Like, I still think it's a pretty fun tank at times. It's just, if you get on a map like this, you are heavily reliant upon your team, pulling you up and hopefully getting you a win. He's probably licking its chops right now, but at this point he's not shooting at me or my teammates, so if he does hit me, I'll be fine with him. Oh, he tracked him and I missed. Thank you for the subscription, Lablek. I'm just going to use AP now because we pretty much have won this. Ah, nice, Casey. That's pretty close. I'm sure you'll get it if you're that close to it. They did buff the turret a little bit, but it's still not strong enough to bounce a lot of tier 10 shots. Like, I would say most of them can penetrate you. If they load premium, game over. But, I kind of wish in a way, they're looking at when they rebalance a lot of tanks. I don't know if it's going to come with the lights or if it's going to come with the SPGs, but rebalancing the high caliber guns, you're going to see basically stuff like the JPZ, the FV-183, tanks like that lose some alpha, about like 100 to 200, I believe, and in return get, better accuracy, better rate of fire, hopefully some more shells. That would be very nice, but I think it'll actually help the tank out quite a bit, because there comes a point where if you have too much alpha on a even an SPG or a standard tank like this, the JPZ FV-4005, they have to make it miserable to play in a way in a lot of different areas to balance out that high alpha, because alpha pretty much trumps DPM more times than not. It doesn't matter how much DPM you have if you get hit with a freaking Hess shell and it penetrates, But we'll see. While I question their mouse buffs, because they're gonna have to basically nerf the mouse in a little bit in one of these patches coming up. Their rebalancing is definitely improved a bit. All right, so next up here is the Type 62. Then I'll hop into like the Panther 2. Hello, Le Motard. Well, yeah, the long reload does balance it a bit, and accuracy, aiming time, stuff like that. But if you think about the tank, it's just stick with the FV-215B. So it has, as far as its DPM on its AP round, it's at the bottom of tier 10s with its AP round, because they have to balance it off of its Hess round that has good DPM, but nothing, it is really good for a tank, but you're not really going to achieve that. But they have to balance around that, so it has poor accuracy, poor reload time, absolutely no gun depression, not a fully functional turret, doesn't have good mobility, doesn't have good armor anywhere, and has pretty weak modules as well, as far as the engine ammo rack goes. So you're left with a tank that has nothing outside of just alpha damage, which it can still be very strong and do a lot of damage, if you get your shots on and you're in the right spot, right map, stuff like that. But basically, they have to make it miserable for those, 5 out of 10 matches that you get. You're going to be at a huge disadvantage right from the get-go. something like that. So they're looking to fix that in a way, which, you know, reducing the alpha damage, it's still going to have some of the highest alpha in the game, if not the highest. Same thing with like the JPZ FE4005, but they're able to make it a little bit less miserable. Kind of the same thing with the RD changes that they're looking to go through, reducing their alpha. So more or less, you know, it's definitely gonna be interesting to see. So hey, I like it cold, but I just feel bad because my plants are all gonna die in a way. The ones outside, my hydrangeas. But not die, but, you know, they're not gonna exactly look very nice for quite some time here. I don't know why I did that. I actually have 2 plants right next to me here, and another 4 in my bedroom. I had them shipped to me. I'm not planting them until it gets a little warmer outside. Well, hopefully I can help you out a little bit, Glenn. Send a little bit of good luck my way. Alright. I will try to help you here. At least we can get him to not push on you. You overcommitted a little bit too much in the fat E25. Hello, Thomas. Nice to see you. Yeah, like, you know, don't get me wrong. The 183, it's a really good tank at doing damage. It's just, it's specialized to the point where it feels like you're playing Artie sometimes. And that's not, I mean that in a bad way, as far as how Artie's bounce around, kind of being so RNG and, you know, just luck dependent. I wish I could let Levi in. My door's closed tonight because we have guests staying with us, so it's kind of you know, it'd be kind of loud if I have the door open. Usually when I stream, like Ryan doesn't have the TV on in our living room that's, you know, not right outside the door, but close enough. So not only would that be loud, but it kind of triggers YouTube's copyright infringement. But, you know, basically, if I had it open, no one would be able to actually, like, talk, more or less. In like 3/4 of our house. But I locked Levi out because he's kind of like a cat in a way. He wants out, he wants in, he wants out, he wants in. He was actually really sad he could not be in here because he loves his like his computer nap time. Like no joke, the dog loves when I stream because he loves sitting here snoring under the microphone essentially. Spare me, guys. I didn't mean to come in front of you. Well, that's kind of good, Glenn. You finished top 3. A little sad that was top 3 for your team, though. Thank you, Thomas. I like my hair short, so I'm really enjoying this now, even though it is freaking freezing out. Time to switch over to the heat rounds. I could chuck around at him, but I won't. Oh, I just shot the freaking cap. I'm just gonna chuck HE rounds at him, even if I can hit him. Not that I think they're gonna do anything, but I might be able to track them. That Tiger 2's coming for Graham. Or I think it's Graham. Yeah, it's Graham. So I need to switch over to heat here. That Tiger 2 is going to be able to spot me, though, which is a I would like the cat, but he's gonna be able to reset me. It's a pretty big problem. Ah, shit, he killed him. I'd say if there's 3 of us, this would make it a lot easier. Oh lord, that's gonna make it very hard. I don't necessarily need heat rounds right now, but it'll make it a pinch easier. Thank you, Echo Baby. Ah, shit. Full HP Oho against all of us. Who will come out on top? Hopefully not the Oho, because this will be embarrassing if we lose it. But I'm going to try to go after the M53, I think, right away. Because I can't really penetrate this Oho. Hopefully he doesn't try to derp me. That would not be good. There's that already. He shouldn't be able to aim in time in me. Ooh, almost. It didn't even look like he was aiming at me, so I didn't bother moving. Hey, Valley Rushes sometimes work. Which, hey, I got an ace tanker. Awesome. I was not expecting an ace tanker for this, but that worked out pretty well. Nice match shot, guys. We almost all did the same. We almost all did the same damage. That worked out pretty damn well. So I'm just gonna clip that out and get into the Wolverine here, and then I'll pop into the Panther 2. I know I said I was gonna do the Panther 2 next, but alrighty then. Which I did forget to say, excuse me guys if, you know, I did try to say it a couple streams ago, but, you know, there's going to be a lot of videos coming out. I might drop it down to maybe just 2 a day, something like that, because I have a lot of... Alright, I'll get to the Wolverine. Let me hop into the Hellcat then. So I'll do the Wolverine here in a little bit. So I can do the Hellcat, the Panther 2, and I'll pop back into the Wolverine. Since I think Echo, you said you can do, you know, several battles, but I'll get to the Wolverine as soon as I can, guys. Don't do it, John. Do you have any 50% credit boosts? Because honestly, just, you know, playing just pure premium tanks, it can get a huge chunk, but yeah. Hello, Beaver. Nice to see you. I am not bald. I'm close, but not bald. Glenn, I sometimes do that, yeah. I was thinking about saying that. I guess I'm gonna take a long route here and see what I can make out of it. But yeah, I'm always tempted to get credits and stuff, which is why I did say thanks in the beginning. Thank you. A couple people gifted me gift shop packages. One of them had credits in it, and you know, both went a long way to both getting the 112 and also some credits because I bought the RU here. I equipped the 112, and soon I'm getting the E50. So I'm going to be back down to 0 here soon. But it definitely helped me out a lot. Because I actually not start work, but I do technically start work this Monday. So my time starts to get a little bit more constrained. But I'm hoping I can pop on here one day, you know, kind of like an extra little stream and just do premium tanks for, you know, hour, 2 hours, something like that. And knock out a ton of credits. This is definitely a little bit risky for a Hellcat. Yeah. Hell, I like, you know, not having to worry about my hair, and also my hair looks terrible long. I'm glad. Oh god, this is not good now. Spare me. Yeah, he's just gonna be able to circle me. So actually, considering that, why did I get myself out here? I am looking. I do not play the Hellcat enough. I'm looking like a complete fool, and it happens. You never know what you're gonna get out of me sometimes in tanks. I don't play too much. Oh, that was kind of funny to watch, but not. Super chat is essentially fan funding, essentially tipping through YouTube. It still shows up through Streamlabs, but essentially it's YouTube's way to tip. You know, it shows up in chat with whatever your message is, and it stays like pinned up there for a certain amount of time, depending on how much a tip is. But you know, basically it's a tipping through YouTube instead of Streamlabs. So ooh, but yeah, I want to say that was not one of my prouder moments, but that is not what you want to do on a Hellcat. I was hoping, which didn't turn out that way, to get up here, fire down into people down here, and yeah. But here's the hoping our team starts making a comeback here. So after this, I'll do the Panther 2. I'm going to try to get into the Wolverine as soon as possible. I also have another TD request of my choosing, WZ11114 on there too. I wish I had tons of credits. I probably would have, say, if I sold tanks that I ground through, but I keep them all now. You know, that way you guys can request them. I'd have so many credits if I could do that. Because it's more or less what, you know, the credit grind isn't a huge thing if you sell, you know, sell the tanks you don't want to keep and grind through. What kills me is, you know, the equipment on every tank. You know, it's a minimum, you know, like 1.5 million for most tanks above tier 6. And having to shell that out for every tank starts to add up when you're at, what am I at now, like 217 tanks. It's a lot of things. Pretty much, I think that's kind of what it's limited to, Rich, because that's why, you know, I have the Streamlabs option. With the way Google, essentially Super Chat uses the Google Wallet. So if you have something like a Android phone, yeah, good luck with your clan wars. So I was going to do a Panther 2 since I am so close to getting it done. Oh, I need to get to 61,000. But uses, you know, Google Wallet. So say if you have an Android phone, you use the App Store and stuff. It's the same account that you have there. You purchase apps through Chrome or whatever. You know, it's all the same wallet. That's why there's only like credit card options and stuff. I don't think it uses anything like PayPal or other things. So, but that's why, you know, Streamlabs, I like, you know, it works with Streamlabs too, where if you tip through Super Chat, it shows up there, vice versa. Um, except for, yeah, you know what I mean. But, yeah, that's why I have both options. Oh, you crashed? Alright. I will go without you then. Hello, Marisa Grando. Am I crazy? Huh. Well, that's strange. It's not letting you then. Because that's pretty much what it should be, from what they were, you know, they basically sent everybody, I guess, who, you know, uses fan funding and stuff on YouTube a little like thing. Hey, we're changing everything. So change everything for us. It didn't just like roll over automatically, but you know, it said it was keeping all the same options, so that's a little strange. But I'm pretty decent in Spanish, but I'm lost at that. It's probably not meshing well with my kitchen Spanish. Sorry, T30. Do not complain. Whoops. Oh god. Now you got me all messed up here. Oh. I'm usually typically all right with all tabbing, but not so much right now. We got plenty of people at the base, I feel like. I am very close to the E50, yeah. It's just, okay, they're putting a little bit too many people at the... So, what's kind of annoying me right now is our T-125's pushing out. All of our high tiers, yeah, is our base kind of unprotected a little bit, but they all stopped. So instead of, you know, at least having one strong flank and then kind of falling back, we have 0 strong flanks right now. So this is going to be extremely interesting for us out here, because basically we have no positions right now. I'm almost... Dude, E5, you're the one who freaking dove out in the center there. Like, I don't even know where I want to go now, because I could go back to the base and get shots, but at the same time, I'm just... I want to push, but I can't push. I can't go back to the base, because then we're just going to get stomped over here. It's like... The only better thing about me sitting at the base is I get a lot of damage. Oh, Lord. Oh, God, there's an Action X here, of course, so I hopefully can draw him around. I'm going to try to do that. Try to track him. I critical hit at him, and I see a tank or two behind me. They didn't do any damage. Alright, I guess he missed. Yep, and they're still all doom and gloom here. It's one way to rile your team up here is you lost because, you know, we're down by 1 tank. Let's see, he went rear first. That's... I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that before. I can't penetrate him unless I get him... Yep. Basically, I'll let him shoot me, but... E5, you're gone. Thank you, Jane, or I should say Victor, for the tip. Thank you very much. God. We have a mouse pushing. That's gonna take a big chunk of my HP off, potentially. Kinda lost my corner. I don't know where the corner is now. Oh shit, he's... Huh? I thought he was gonna push. Can't push anymore because he's dead. Oh my god. I don't know what these guys think they are doing angling like that, but if we lose to them in the field, or not the field, but the town here, I'm gonna feel bad. This ST1 just has me a little bit on edge. God, my tank was not supposed to go that way. Someone was mad because his tips were below $5. That sounds like somebody who doesn't deserve any tips. Yeah, it's like hell. I enjoy the tips. Don't get me wrong. It's just, you know, I basically streaming. I wouldn't have, you know, done this if it wasn't something I wanted to, you know, basically just do for fun and to help people out and, you know, chat with you guys and stuff. Because, you know, if you go in it for the money, then, you know, hell, if I ever say, oh, you guys aren't tipping me over $5 a tip, please just unsubscribe for me and tell me off. They're kind of the same thing as like waiters that get mad that someone didn't tip them like a certain percentage on their check and stuff. Like if it was like, say, someone tipped them like 15% instead of 20 on their tip. Like, really? But that's kind of a bad analogy in a way. But I work in a restaurant, so that's the first thing that popped in my head. Because I hate waiters that do that, honestly. Better shoot at the E50M's turret a lot of times. Especially on the E50M, because the lower plate's a little bit stronger. Of course, I guess... Oh god. I'm dead. Ugh. Well, you can still feel free to ask me if you have a specific question, Rich. Because some of those guys, they should still be up to date. They're next on my list because I have to do the Matilda 4 weak spot guide, and then I'm going to start going over and glancing over updating. God, I got this stupid updating vehicle bug. Awesome. Freaking the buggiest goddamn patch that I've witnessed in, you know, probably about 2 years. But I'll be right back here. Gotta love it. It just doesn't load your garage back, and they know it's a problem. Just why can't they fix it? You didn't even touch anything with the damn garage like that. But, you know, that guide, and specifically, Rich, that should be up to date. Hopefully. But anyway, up next, I was going to hop into... Let's see. If I actually get back into the garage here, you know... this patch, this is like the second micro patch they put out for this patch to try to fix their mess, and it's just, oh, I'm back. All right, so next up, I'm gonna do the WZ 111 here. I'm just all kinds of confused with the frickin' little lag spikes and freezing and stuff. I see you, Echo Baby. Thanks for the couple fights, or the few fights. Yeah, a lot of people echo, like, there's the garage bug of it not loading. Some people have a problem, you know, basically with the game stuttering. I get that from time to time too, with your FPS going crazy. There's the lag spikes and the packet loss. I don't know how... I don't know how they pushed out this patch and it broke so many things, because on the test server, it didn't seem like there was this many bugs. The only thing I saw on the test server was the garage getting hung up from the end of the battle reloading, and I reported it, but you know, I saw other people complain about it, yet they still chucked it out there and didn't fix it. So oops, daisy. Joel, I'll try. It's just, you know, as far as requests, it might be, like right now I have a Wolverine, TD, and then, you know, most of the tanks I typically play are higher tier. It's just, you know, hard at time for, oh god, I just ran into him. I'm trying to micromanage too much. It's just, you know, it's hard for me to, you know, basically juggle a lot. Hopefully you understand. If I have a lot of, you know, mid tiers in a row, I'll try to send you a request. It's just, you know, it is a lot having, you know, I'm doing like 10 different things here, so sorry if I can't always, you know, platoon with everybody. It's easiest, you know, if everyone, you know, has multiple tanks of each tier. That makes it easiest for me, since, you know, I don't have to really think about picking tanks, if that makes sense. But I always try my best to play with everybody. It just, sometimes it's not always, you know, the most amount of fights. Oh, and I'm out of position here. I'm probably gonna take a lot more damage than I should. Yep. Oh, Lord. I'm just frazzled here by having to reset my client, and yeah. So I'm just gonna load heat. Not that that's gonna save me. Probably. Oh, thank you, Graham. He's probably gonna hit me again. I'm trying to run away from him. I did not mean to run behind you, Graham. Like this. Oh, Lord. I guess I fudged that up. That honestly looked like I ran behind you to let you die. I did not mean to do that. And I really mean that. I did not. Granted, I did miss a shot there. That didn't help us out. Oh my god. I was honestly trying to basically let us move back, but then they kind of double teamed you. Oh, I am not on point right now. Oh, Lord. I know you understand. I'm just... I'm getting this stupid ass bug again. Like, are you freaking kidding me? I gotta pop out again. Thank you so much, Wargaming. I'm really annoyed about this too, that I'm getting bugs, because honestly, I went through the process today of actually deleting every aspect of World of Tanks off my PC and reinstalling a fresh client, which typically fixes a lot of bugs that you get from updates, and yet this is still persisting. Like, it's annoying. Thank you, random dude, for the subscription. Meat shield activate it. I didn't mean to do that, but it's kind of what it looked like. Meat shield number 2. I might have only called you that once. That's pretty nice, John. I usually tip pretty good if I go out to eat. Alright, now that I actually can get back into the game here, you gotta love these little bugs. Yeah, I saw a blue person. I didn't actually see what he was doing now. That's kind of weird that you're losing that stuff in the battle. It's just usually I don't, Wargaming makes mistakes and stuff, and they're not always, the best developers, but typically I give them credit for not, introducing bugs in their game. This patch though just seems sloppy from them now, and I almost at a point, when I probably the first year and a half of me playing World of Tanks, there's almost a point of me where if I remember correctly, I pretty much quit the game because it was like 3 or 4 patches in a row where they didn't fix the lag and packet loss. There was crashes, the slow loading in the garage. It never hung up like this though before, but there was just a lot of patches where they weren't fixing those problems, and I actually kind of quit the game. And I took it was a very long break, probably at least back then I wasn't really streaming. I was just making videos and small little guides, but it was probably at least a couple months I took a break because the game was just, I'd log on to see if it fixed and it was unplayable. And not to say like completely unplayable, but like playing here, you shouldn't have a game at this point in its stage where you have to keep exiting out your client and restarting it, and that's kind of unacceptable. So hey, I was saying sorry. I didn't mean to do that there. I just didn't actually execute my thought, but yeah. Honestly, the WZ match, I ran into like 2 or 3 people that match even before getting up on the hill. That's how distracted I was because of these little bugs that I keep getting. All right, this I'm gonna have to push. Nope, I don't think they're gonna push up here. That's a really strange spot for already to be that far up. Sorry, T1. You should have shot him instead of try to ram him. He was alive a little bit longer than he should have been there. I saw the guy trying to ram him. It's just, or Tiger P took an extra shot he shouldn't have. I'm taking a little bit of a leap of faith here that there's only an M4 and it's not loading heat. I almost got him. 17 HP. I was trying to fling myself into him. But I'll hop back into the WZ at some point because that match was pretty short-lived. I have a TD request here, a PZ1C request. Still trying to finish the Panther 2. Oh god, why did I stop here? I wasn't paying attention to my, probably gonna die by another ELC. Wasn't paying attention to my whatchamajig. At least I took them with me. My render circles. I was trying to, I didn't notice that I was within being shot from here. There is one guy down there, Graham. The JPZ got him, but we should still win this. We're up by a pretty decent amount, and we have quite a few heavies left. Alright, time to clear my head. Alright, so let me hop into a TD of my choosing. Why don't I pick... I haven't been able to play the T95 on the stream yet, I think, with the speed buff. I wish I could, John. It is, it is on my goal to get the German TDs, which at least we won the WZ here. It's just, right now, not to say it's dragging on me a little bit, the amount of grinds I'm doing right now. Like right now I'm doing 5, and, it's just kind of killing me not progressing. Like right now I'm at the RU-251, which great, that's kind of done the grind, but tier 10 lights are coming, so essentially I'm gonna be getting a light tank after that. I've got basically up to the E50 here soon, within about 7,000 experience. I have the Indian Panzer I'm grinding. I have the Type 4 Heavy I'm grinding. The Emil 1 and the Strev 1030. So and basically I'm looking to finish them before I pretty much start anything else. But, after that, pretty much my plan is to get done those. So it's hopefully going to be here sooner than later, getting those done. Then I'm going to be starting out. I start grinds around tier 4, tier 5, just because it's so easy to skip past the low tiers. But, I don't know yet. I'm honestly going to wait to see where everybody goes. But once I'm done these grinds, I'm going to be buying back some tanks, like the ST1, M103, basically tanks I don't have. Alright, I'm going to town because we have a American posse rolling through the valley. If they don't win that, then they do not know how to use their gun depression. I'm going to be buying back some tanks, and then after that, German TDs, Russian TDs, I have French heavy tanks, along those lines. I did see it was Canadian dollars, but yeah, it all does work out. It all kind of, it does sync with the transaction and processing fees, but it all does work out in the end. It transfers over to US dollars pretty easily through YouTube and Streamlabs, so no problem with that. Yeah, someone used, I was about to say, someone used the T95 in that. Did they win? Because I would think that they lost if they brought this. Not that I think it's an excellent tank now with the speed buffs, but I would think that they did not pull out a win there. Only because you could still easily counter it by... It's faster, but it's still not fast enough to keep up with a team that's able to basically outpace it. Hello, Walhalla. I stream the same time. But nice to see you here. I misjudged that a little bit. Shot through a little bit too many of those pillars. Ah, well, that's to be expected. I was about to say, you know, I always, when I used to do Clan Wars, I loved doing like different tactics that people didn't think would work. Stuff like that. What the hell do I keep shooting? Like, I know I keep shooting pillars, but my rounds should be able to go through them. That's what's throwing me off here. But maybe I was hitting some of these ones that aren't destructible. Whoops. That's pretty late or early, depending on if you've slept or not. Thanks for joining in. I used to like doing crazy strategies though. My least favorite map, but also at the same time was the biggest challenge, and I loved it, was Province for Clan Wars. It was, we spent like 2 weeks trying to attack it, and the amount of different strategies you could come up on that small map was astounding. We never won it, but it was a pretty damn good clan defending it. And they defended it for like, I forget how many months, and we were trying to be the ones to take them down. Alright, I need someone to spot him. God, he is booking it. Hopefully that helps you out there. Thank you for giving me a TD request, because I have wanted to play this during the stream. Oh, I wanted that little bit more damage, but pretty decent match. Can actually get the places now in the T95. Still slow enough though to be, you know, worked around, but at least it's not a complete hindrance to your team. So I got a PZ-1C, and then I'm gonna pop back into a couple tanks. Oh, my PZ-1C, do I actually, come to think of it, do I have a crew for it still? I should. Okay. I started butchering equipment from it, to be honest. But are you in a match? Okay, you're in a match. I was gonna say I can pop you an invite here, Joel, but after this I'll be into the Panther 2. Feel free to keep adding requests, guys. You know, I'll push, or not push, play anything. Sorry, my mind is everywhere. And nice. Yeah, T92 can be fun. It's definitely frustrating though at times, which we're going to be hard pressed to pen a lot of stuff here. I honestly can't afford to use APCR in this right now, to be honest, since I had to buy, you know, the E50. I'd rather lose this match than lose credits using APCR. But the past few times I've played this on the stream, I've always got tier 5 matches, which this is 150% a pure scout in these matches. Unless you come across a T67, because I technically can penetrate him. It's just... will I be presented a shot to be able to do that? It's like, I don't even think I can really penetrate this guy. Oh no! Goes half my HP. Hopefully he doesn't take out the other half. Oh god. almost flipped myself there. I knew it was coming, but I was damn not gonna die from a shot from him. At least at that moment. I might die from a shot now, but the premium Pershing. I guess you mean the super Pershing, correct? Oh God! Oh, thank God he's not pushing into me. This guy seems to be trying to ruin my day, though. And I'm dead. Well, thanks for the PZ1C request, but unfortunately, I'm sure you have this tank. You probably know how hard it is to play in a Tier 5 match on a map like this when your team is dying. But yeah, the super Persian, I can hop into that at some point. Yep. You know, pretty much it's just super Pershing, or if the other one's technically a patent, the M46. I think it's pretty... I always liked it before it got the most recent buff, but... Holy shit, he bounced. Did it say you got it? Oh God. The only way we can pen him is hitting him like on a flat part of his side or rear. I always liked it as a premium, and you know, since they buffed it, it's definitely a lot better. You don't have to throw as much APCR. You still need a little bit of it. I still haven't changed my loadout on it, so I still have a lot. They did nerf the PC or PZ1C at some point. I forget what the specific changes were, but it has made the tank hard to play. I remember when it first came out and all the frickin' matches around Tier 3, Tier 4 were just filled with them. Awesome Wahala. Oh, excuse me. I'm trying to finish this off before it gets too late. Yeah, is there even a French tank? There is not. But yeah, after this Panther 2, I'll hop into the Super Persian for you. I don't think I missed any other requests. Let me know if I missed anything now, or if anyone has any. There we go, we got a French tank if I start running away. That's a bad joke. There's no arty, so I will bounce off of the buffed M46's mantlet now. Oh God, Borsig, Borsig, Borsig. You're getting shot because I am afraid of your gun. That's where the nerfed cupola on the Panther 2 starts coming into play, but that shot I guess got penned by. Used to have a really strong cupola until this patch when they nerfed it. It hurt. Okay, you might want to back up a little bit. I don't know why I'm trying to hold down in the Panther 2 when the turret sucks, but I am. At least I'm keeping them honest with, you know, having to point their guns this way instead of just that Graham over there. I didn't want to take that shot, but I'm glad I salvaged and got a little bit of damage there. Alright, Graham, he's doing pretty good. Alright, I'll actually shift over with him now. Watch out behind you. T-34, Type 4? Yeah, I can play them. I was trying to point him out only because this guy has a killer amount of DPM. Shit. Oh, I saw that coming at me. I should have moved, and I didn't. Yep. Story of my last couple matches here. Come on! I couldn't even get him tracked. Oh lord. I can't push through the hill. Honestly, I'm gonna take way too much damage that way. Don't have HP. So I'm actually gonna double back here. Oh, sorry, Graham. Thanks for playing. I know it's kind of been a... I'm trying to type fast enough. Sorry, it's been a little bit crappy. Oh god, turn. I was trying to turn there and it just wouldn't turn for me. I'm trying to come up and help you, but you have to get that OI to shoot. Like, now. Go. Go. You can take a shot from him. I do not. Oh, awesome. And I got ammo rack there. Ram me. Ah. Yay. I did not expect the VK3002D. I guess I should have. The Super Pershing shooting HE at him. Like, with the Super Pershing's standard round AP, he can penetrate the OI. That's just... Wish I would have saw that before I dove in there, because I would have, you know, I put a little bit of faith in him. I would have went this way. Oh well. Hopefully we still win this. Hello, Alif Mas. Nice to see ya. Alright, so we got that. Type 4, T-34 I can play. Yeah, I can play the Dicker Max again. I got a pretty good match in it earlier. The Scorpion, Thomas, which one? Scorpion G or the American one? Which, hello, Michael Merchant. Nice to see you. Alright, but as far as requests here, let me get these sorted out. Alright, I was going to hop into the Super Pershing here. I think, was that your last match, Graham, or? That's a... I actually forgot to look at that one. But yeah, I can do the Super Pershing here, then I'm gonna do... Oh god. I did. Ah, that's pretty damn good. I guess it's the assist damage. Good job, Graham. I don't know how you got that, but good job. Yeah, I can do the Scorpion G. I do have it. You know, basically the tank request list, you know, it's hard to keep up with all the tanks I have, but I do have it in the video description beneath here over on my website, WoT. It's just something with this patch. Michael, yeah. It's hello, nice couple, nice to see you. Which see you, Joel. Have a good night. Hopefully, you know, the packet loss, you know, fixes for you. It's something with this patch for a lot of people, Michael. There's packet loss problems, like lag. Like I get hung up in the garage, basically out of some matches. It's happened twice during the stream so far. Let's see what else. There's just a lot of problems with this patch for some reason. And honestly, you can kind of see my FPS is sitting at 41. Typically, it sits right at 60. More or less, you know, I lower my settings just a pinch while I stream, so it tries to stay steady at 60, but this patch it has dropped down beneath that on a lot of maps. Good night, Graham. But yeah, thanks for platooning. Older games? If you mean like in World of Tanks, yes and no. A lot of the older games I remember are honestly ones I put up on YouTube. Basically, when I first started out, it was kind of inefficient in a way for me to do it, but I would literally, because they didn't have battle recording for, you know, the first stages of World of Tanks, where, you know, kept a little file with the basically information to rebuild the battle in your client. So I still have it, and I use it for certain things. A program called Bandicam. So essentially like Fraps. Well, that's an old client or old program now, but more or less I recorded every single battle I played, and I always weeded out and picked out the best ones and uploaded them before I did commentary on my videos. Which, hello, Super Gold Nut. But like right now, I'm getting little teeny bits of lag, but I do notice, you know, I'm used to playing with solid FPS. I didn't even just press right there, my tank went right. So it feels weird at times driving, and it just, something's off with this patch, and you know, I was getting a little bit upset about it earlier. So hopefully it doesn't start creeping up here. Alright, so I thought I might have dragged along one extra person here, but now I'm by myself. This ISU 152 is probably going to be back here and is going to spank me. But, oh god. They're all coming back my way. If you guys do not push with me, I hate you guys. Yep, ISU got me. I was hoping not to be in the gap there. I thought I wasn't, but it's not every day that you push from this side, you know, attacking tanks from this way. That was a bad bounce. They're not pushing. Go figure. I'm trying to help them, and yet they're still just sitting there. That's what I get for kind of pushing out, though, expecting people to... Oh lord, he has bounced off me again. But the IS got me. It's like I get that there's two defenders there, but defenders do not have good DPM. All four of you, if you round around, or went around the corner, round around doesn't make any sense, they would have shot you once, twice, and then you just roll over and kill them. But sitting there, yeah. Our guys are kind of afraid to move that are up in the north now. Oh god. T-150. Hello, Marga. Nice to see you. Hello, Jack. Nice to see you too. Alright, let's see. Essentially, the micro patch, they added some tanks into the tech tree. And they also, you know, like the VK4503. And they also added the 112, stuff like that. There's two others that they added in. But it supposedly fixed some bugs, but honestly, I don't think it fixed some of them. But, yeah. So I was going to do the Type 4 next up here. Hello, John. Let me, Yeah, let me just pop into one tier 9 here, and then I'll send you a request. Because I have, I have some tier 8 requests here. Yeah, he typically has some pretty awesome battles he does clips for. Granted, every time, like whenever I'm doing like a weak spot guide or guide on my website, typically I pull up, some person's stream over on my other monitor. He's always on. Oh, I don't know how he streams that much. Oh, I know how, but it's just I wouldn't be able to do it. Hopefully, I don't know, he does jumping jacks because I don't watch him for hours on end, but hopefully like he gets up every hour or something and does like, I don't know, runs around the room or something. I wouldn't be able to sit still for that long. But yeah, the PZ2D, I don't think I have that super gold nut. I don't think I have that tank. I could be wrong, but oops, sorry for smushing you, dude. Honestly, talking about old games, oh, if you guys, it's a pretty interesting game. I don't even think there's videos or anything. I'm getting so many lag spikes right now. I don't know where they're coming from because it's not even dropping any frames on OBS. I've said this a lot the past few streams, my internet isn't even close to maxing out the upload and download here. But it's a game called Shattered Galaxy. I really wish there was a game similar to it. It would make many dreams come true for the people that I used to play it with. You see quite a few of them in the chat sometimes. Oh god. Oh, thank god. Thank you for bouncing. I don't want to fight that way though. Oh, somebody got ammo racked. Centurion 1, I think. Well, hopefully that goes a little bit better and it sounds Valhalla. It happens though. I've always had trouble getting everything. Typically, the last thing that comes is like the one thing that you need. Yeah, I need to stop fighting here. Already aiming here. Pretty much everyone's pointed this way. I'm just kind of I'm afraid in a way to move because I had so much lag and yeah, going up the hill for no reason at all. It's just it makes it very frustrating. I just have flashbacks back to when it happened every single patch, and players, mainly it was on an NA server where it was happening. We had to like fight on the forums for I don't know how many months just to get Wargaming to fix it, and it was just depressing. Like they wouldn't admit that it was a problem until like at least a month into it. I can't fight against him head on. He can basically one-shot me. Which, hey, look, it's all run away and leave one tank out here. That makes 150. Yeah. Like, are you serious, guys? Like, I got ammo rack there. That was pretty awesome, but like, why did all three of you run away? Like, that makes no sense. You're just gonna die one by one if you keep letting their high alpha tanks just reload. Oh, Lord. But I need to move on here. Alright, I will send you a request now, because next up was the T-34 Heavy. But, like, yeah, that didn't exactly go as planned with the teamwork, but it's just a little bit frustrating when there's lag on top of that. Why don't I just pop one of these off here? I can play the meal one. I can add that on. Yeah, pretty much nice couple, yeah. Like, he does, you know, that's pretty much his full-time job in a way, but I wouldn't be able to do that, you know. Unless you like split it into like two shifts in a way in a day. I wouldn't be able to, you know, stream straight through like that. It's not healthy for you either, obviously. I don't have the T67 Super Gold Nut, unfortunately. Like I said, I have underneath my video here in the video description, there's a URL that has all the tanks that I can play. I actually just updated it right before the stream too. I don't even know where I want to go here because I'm a tier 8 here. Well, you know, I wouldn't rush it, you know. I would take your time. I tried to rush a PC build before and it ended up, you know, basically making it even longer than it should have been. This is just going to be interesting as to what we're going to come across over here. It'll help us out a lot if we have people, basically if they can prevent them from pushing on the hill. But, knowing my luck, this is going to be iffy. But hello, Russian people. I don't speak Russian, but hello nonetheless. What was it? Artem said Privet, I think. Privet, maybe? Hopefully. I'm gonna see. I could have. I missed him. Like, I know I can shoot through there. I've been shot through there before. It's honestly where I base a lot of my shots off of. Hey, I got hit there a couple matches ago. Why don't I aim that way? I remember for the longest time, I never really factored in when I was on the hill or over here, you know, shooting up from the hill, shooting down from the hill. I would say maybe like a year and a half ago I started like factoring that in a little bit more to my tactics. Surprising, but it's completely true. Uh-oh. I need to try to help out here. Since I unfortunately don't really have... Oh god, they get swung over here. It's just... We have so many people concentrated in 2 little spots. Not even 3, but 2. That was a bad shot. It's just, you know, having people in 2 spots doesn't help out the remaining, you know, portion of your team. And hopefully, I want this guy to get a shot off. I'm trying to help him. The enemy just did a very good job with pivoting and basically flanking us. I guess the best shot I have right here is actually at that TVP, I think. Oh, that's not good. It's just our hills not pushing, our heavies aren't pushing, nobody's pushing. Seems to be the trend right now. Hey, the defender's moving. I just know once I go to try to help him here, I'm probably going to get pushed on. But I will try to help that guy out. And somehow I critical hit a Skoda. Don't know how I guess critical hit a Skoda, but... Yep. Pretty much what I thought was going to happen. Gonna get shot from everybody on the hill now, and everyone runs away. Oh, I got the worst luck. John, you didn't even push. You pushed a little far, but our team is just. I don't know what they're doing. Ugh. But it was just our team wouldn't react to anything. Like they were just sitting in the same spot for the entire match and just letting the enemies slowly pick off anyone actually trying to play. So next up here I have the Dicker Max. Oh god, it's just whew. It's just yeah. It's like I get like, you know, you're not going to win every match or your team's not going to have the best tactic, but just sitting there and they weren't moving anywhere. Like if it's not working on the hill, if it's not working in the 7-8 line, you know, it's at least nice to see a tank, one tank like break off trying to flank, because it doesn't. If you're not winning head to head in a brawl in a certain area, you're definitely not going to win it just sitting there. You're going to have to change something up. But because the only way you win if you know, start falling behind and it's not working is for the enemy to screw up, and you can't exactly count on that. But anyway, we got the Dicker Max, Scorpion G, SP1C, T150, the Emil 1 as well. This will be a fairly interesting match. Why don't I try to push straight out here to begin with? I'm dying to try to get those freaking chocolate chips in the bottom of my cup. Oh, I'm surprised I'm not like a 12-year-old. But let's see how this goes. I'm actually going to start out with an APCR shell, because I might be hitting something like, say, an IS-6, something with armor. I'm mainly heading here to see if I can get shots over in this area early on, but we'll see. I don't have too much going here, but it seems like whenever I'm over on the like 8 to 9 line on the other side, I typically get shot from here. Yeah. It's just the enemy usually sets up knowing that when I try to actually get shots. Okay, that guy's sitting there. That works. Good thing about the Dicker Max is you pretty much just need like 2 shots to get your HPs total. Very nice, John. Yeah, it is a nice map. It's just a little bit iffy if I get spotted. I don't think I'm going to get any more shots that way. I'm trying to put a little bit of distance. Oh god. I didn't expect him to pop up that quickly. T-34-100, help. I don't have a lot of matches in the Dicker Max, but I know that trying to push up early on is not a good thing. I rarely run away like this, but it's just, you gotta do it in a tank like this. Very nice. Looking at, so we have the Emil, IKV 65, SU 152 somewhere over here. The SU, I would venture to say he might be back here. because they should have spotted him already. He's either back here or sitting in this area, which either is all right for us. Yeah. I'm not going to bother helping out the other side. John's heading that way. And, yeah, I'm just going to fail at driving here. Oh, Lord. Come on, Digger Max. Hey, you survived a pretty damn long time. See, I get a little bit irked at being killed by Artie at times, but surviving this long into a match, like, obviously you did a pretty good job up to then. So, alright, so a little over 1,000 damage so far. Pretty decent match. Both of us are still alive. Sometimes that's all you want to get out of a Dicker Max game. Typically, if you're alive at this point in the match, you've had a pretty good match. And just referring to, a TD with no armor whatsoever, low hit points, it's better than, the matches where you die in the first, 20, 30 seconds because you're spotted. So that worked out pretty well. Master Badge Third Class. Hey, we got 3 wins here. Holy crap, they won Himmelsdorf. Won both Himmelsdorfs. I am very surprised by that. I guess I wrote them off a little too soon, but hell. Good job, guys. I am still not 100% sorry for bashing you, but yeah, at least they got a win. But a pretty nice win from us. Alright, so after this was a Scorpion G. Whoops, I had to go very far. It's honestly the camouflage, the color, it throws me off because it's not gray. After this, I'm going to pop into the Panther 2 again. And then I'll get to the SP1C, T150, Emil 1. Welcome back, Last King. I would... Me personally, I would go down the Object 268 line, Marga. But if you think you like the other line, it definitely has a little bit more armor, a little bit less gun depression, but, and a little bit less high alpha guns compared to the 268 line. They're basically bigger guns, more or less, is their trait. It's a tough choice between the two. But honestly, if you think you want to play another, the other line, and it fits you more, or it fits you better, go with that. Like, more or less nice couple. Yes, it's a decent comparison between the two. Yeah. Which I do have a guide on my website. It's which tank line is right for you, Marga. It does go over every tank line in a specific line. That might help you out there. But, I can try to get to the KP1, yes. But kind of like Valhalla said in a way, if you think you're going to like a tank line with more armor, less high alpha guns, but really the gun depression is a problem with that line until, I would probably say, until you get to the tier 9. The tier 9 and 10 are very, God, I'm spotted already. I shouldn't have stopped there. Awesome. They can be difficult to play at times, depending on the map you get. But you could just go down both of them, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm just gonna shoot them around down there. What the hell? Keep the Hellcat or move on. if you know, I would say if you like any tank, definitely keep it. Like, it, especially if you spend a little bit of gold. Garage slots aren't that much, but you know, a lot of people don't like the Hellcat since they nerfed it. I get it. It's they completely butchered its. We have so many tanks out here. I'm not gonna push up because you guys aren't able to hit anything. But I kind of have to here because we are very quickly going to lose, you know, lose basically half the map here. It's just these TDs aren't able to frickin' read the map. Like, I wish I'd went to the town, but I don't think I would have solved the problem over there. But it's all fine and dandy, like, none of us over here are capable of, like, making a push and stuff like that, but defending when the enemy team has 3-4 tanks and not able to push themselves doesn't make sense. I missed my shot. Bugger. Yep. I'm definitely gonna get hit here soon. Oh god. Oh, I somehow caught him. Yeah, it's like our team, you know, they didn't really push the town. And if you're gonna go into town, you either push it or you don't. And I saw like 2 different groups there. Trying to eke out whatever I can here, and yeah, I'm definitely dead, but oh god. There's just no sense of team tonight, it seems like. Yeah. Granted, the Scorpion G, I kind of suck in it, to be honest. I like it as a premium tank, but I honestly really suck at playing it. I am pretty bad when it comes to playing tank destroyers without any armor, to be honest. Or tanks in general without a lot of armor. I just know I suck at them. They might end up buffing 268 at some point, but they haven't been talking about it. Well, if you want the thicker armor, that's the 263 line, but you know, I would say you can't go wrong with either line now. Yeah, I tried the same thing, Michael Merchant. So I don't know what is wrong with the game. It's just it's frustrating, to say the least. Ah, nice, Jack. Hello, Drum King. Nice to see you. Thank you for the praise. I don't know if you actually mean that, but thank you very much. I don't want to go up there. Yeah, it's the Hellcat. It was just implemented a little bit too soon. Because honestly, if they returned it to where it was at and just kept the camouflage values like they are now, because it used to be able to fire like the E25 without being spotted, it would be a balanced tank. But Wargaming, that was the first TD line that was implemented with turrets, and they were honestly, they didn't know what to do with them, and they ended up nerfing the hell out of a lot of them. But yeah. I know, Marga. It's just right now I'm getting. I usually don't get like a drain from teams, but I'm just not really meshing with my teams right now. Because like there's times where you can tell that your team's not gonna like do something, or basically say not play good, but I'm just kind of rushing out and digging myself a grave essentially. So oh, I know my ping is everywhere, and honestly it's not even me, because my ping to YouTube is perfect here, and everything else is basically fine. It's just World of Tanks. I don't know why I'm firing premium at him. He's a goner. But tonight has seemed to be the night where everything kind of slowly drives me crazy, like the bugs, the ping. Yeah. But it's all good. I'm still having a good time. It's just trying to focus and basically make up for the little problems going on. Alright. Ooh, crap. Almost missed that shot, and I tracked him. Very nice. Anybody? Nope. Here we go. At least they retracked him. Which there is a tank back here, so I'll at least throw a shell at him because I don't have anything better to shoot at. I need a little bit of APCR to pen a couple of these guys at this far range, though. Here we go. But I'm glad you guys are still enjoying the stream. Okay, he's gonna spot me. He pretty much has spotted me already. I don't think I have 6th sense on this. I just had to keep reminding myself I aim a little bit differently if I have lag spikes. I try to set my shots up a little bit more so and let them run into them rather than try to make like little jerky actions. Just barely caught him. If that makes any sense, oh god, they have 3 tanks left. Alright, I'm just gonna push up here. Or I think he's gonna come around. Or not. I'm not very good at the Hellcat either. Honestly, when it was considered overpowered, which I wouldn't call it overpowered, it was just broken. It basically just stomped teams that didn't know anything about vision, which pretty much like the E25 now, except for it had a turret, so it didn't break its camouflage spinning its turret around. That was the big part of it. But I actually didn't own the Hellcat until after it was nerfed. Like, I played it on the test servers, my media account back then, but I honestly never played it on my standard account until after it got nerfed. So I'm a little bit not biased towards pre-nerf, after nerf, but I'm not very good at TDs with no armor. Yeah. But most American TDs, the Hellcat's not bad. It's just, compared to its former state, it's lacking a little bit. Almost 2 UE50. I am getting there. I made a whole 840 credits that match. Alright, it's getting this little bugger. Well, as far as their historical hey, you don't see that every day in an OHO. As far as the historical battles, they've been kind of quiet about it, but they are. Well, the Panther 1, that's a pretty good tank. The Panther 2 now, I would say, with the new gun, it's definitely worth getting. Without it, the Panther 2 is not a good tier 8. With it though, it's at least playable. As far as like historical battles and stuff, it seems like they're working on it a little bit. It looks like it's going to be tied to possibly bigger maps, but it looks like if historical battles ever come back into the game, um, because the problem World of Tanks has is, you have random battles, strongholds more or less. They're coming out with a new ranked kind of random battle thing they're working on, and then you have like clan wars tournaments and stuff. Especially say on the NA server, and eventually after a couple weeks of it being out, like EU and RU server, there isn't enough people to really fully flesh out a historical battle mode. The first time they implemented it kind of failed, but it definitely was not perfect. Um, Everyone, wanted to be the Tiger One shooting at like M4 Shermans and stuff like that. Basically, all right, I'm actually flip flop. I thought I was on the other side. Basically, what it looks like they're going to be doing is introducing kind of like the bots in World of Warships in a way to flesh out historical battles where, say, there's going to be like 5 actual players on a team, like 5v5, except for there's going to be like 10 to 15 bot players that are in, like smaller tanks for that historical, like specific battle itself. That's kind of, definitely don't take what I just said 100% set in stone, because the last time I saw anything concrete about it was almost a year ago. But they're starting to basically, in their Q&As, start talking a little bit more about stuff like that. And it seems like they are still working on it. It's just nothing. It's not going to get them a lot of, say, a return on their time for introducing it. Because a lot of people that play World of Tanks, they're not that interested in historical accuracy, stuff like that. I know a lot of you guys are. Personally, I don't know a lot about specific details, but I do like the aspect of that. But pretty much from what I understood, they're not going to bring a game mode back for it unless they basically get a functional NPC element to flesh out the battles and make them, a little bit more full. Awesome. Which I completely agree with, because, you're not going to find a lot of people that want to drive around and, say like a PZ1C against like freaking tier 6s and stuff. Oh god, they're actually pushing. I'm gonna throw a little bit of wrench, hopefully, here. Miss me? He's probably not gonna miss me. Nope. I should have just hid behind that VK. Oh god. I hope we win. But that was... Oh god, they put so many people on that one line. It can work, but it took way too long for them to push. Alright, so I got a T-150 up here next. Okay, there it is. But yeah, the Jackson is a pretty nice tank, yes. Hey, I'd be fine with them pushing there if they sped it up a little bit, our heavies. But yeah, that's what a lot of people, back when they nerfed the Hellcat, honestly. Hello, Darkness. Nice to see you. The TD line, what some people have brought up, more or less. Let's bring it up. So with the Hellcat here, they almost more or less thought, bring back its old like mobility, turret traverse, stuff like that. Drop the 90mm gun from it and actually bump it up, because the T25/2, if I'm not mistaken, is a completely, I think it's made up, more or less, but existed only in blueprints. Basically take that Hellcat, bump it up, give it a 90mm gun if they don't want to find another tank to go in that spot. That way you have, it's technically the same tank between the two, tier after tier, but it would allow you to get the historical Hellcat, which works at that tier, with a 76 millimeter, and then you get the next tier up with the 90 millimeter. It would be, honestly better in my opinion. But they are, it's I don't think it's in the plans for this year, but the Chieftains talked about it, and a couple other people are working on it. There is a American TD and I believe medium, and a heavy, basically the whole American branch. I don't know how big of a rework it is, but they are looking somewhat like the Germans in a way, where they're going to shuffle some tanks around a little bit. They're going to be rebalancing tanks, possibly adding and removing some of the completely made up tanks. But, that's not, I don't think it's this year, it's next year that they're planning it. It's not high on their priority, but they are working on basically fixing the American tree in a way. So that is something to look forward to. It's just, the last I saw it wasn't on the basically chopping block for this year. I won't take it from you. I'm stating kind of what I've read, I've seen, heard, stuff like that. They never specifically said like taking that out. It's just I do know that they are working on something for the American lines. So the Cromwell, is not my favorite, just because of the gun accuracy. I like the Comet over it, with the on-the-move accuracy. But I know a lot of people like it. It's a good tank. I just, I like tanks with good on-the-move accuracy if it's that mobile with that little armor. Alright, is anybody going to want to come around with us? That's the $1,000,000 question here. Oh god, I don't think he's going to stop. Yep, and of course he stopped. Comet moved around. There's a Wolverine, a KV-3. Oh god. I'm just hesitating here. A little bit more than I should. As far as made up tanks on the American line, I believe it's the T-25-2, T-28 prototype. Let's see what else. Technically, the T-30 is not a tank destroyer; it's a freaking heavy tank. You guys knew I was going to say that. I'm fairly sure. Well, they're not completely made up. They were basically modeled, but never built. The T-110 series, they have the T-110E5 has the wrong type of hull on it. It was not an eggshell shape. It was actually a wedge shape. That was a bad, wedge. Like say a German tank in a way, where it's not curved. I believe the T-110E3 model, on the other hand, though, did have the eggshell for whatever reason. T-32 is supposed to have a 90mm gun on it, not a 105mm. Alright guys, I'm putting, let's say, a little bit of faith in you here. Yeah. I was hoping to save them a shot. Well, the T-110E4, I think out of the three, the E5, it has the wrong hull on it, but it actually was slated to be made. I believe the premise behind it was fitting it through, or fitting it on a train or rail car or through a tunnel or something. It needed to be a certain weight, size, stuff like that, because the T-30 was way too much or something weird. T-123 was planned, but the E4 is made up. Yes, you are right there. The Patriot. Well, the Patriot's camo scheme definitely is a little bit wonky, yes. But, you know, the American line doesn't have too many, you know, like completely fake or made up tanks. It's just there are enough tanks in, you know, basically Wargaming's grasp that they could. Oh god. I saw that like coming in slow motion. I was hoping it wasn't gonna hit me. Or they could technically remove them, or hell, just like bump them off to the side, kind of like say the KV2's bumped off to the side, where it's not in the regular tech tree line, just to make it like a little bit more cohesive. But that was a lot to think and talk about. At least I didn't die. Yeah, the whole ping does not help at all. Luckily this match I didn't really get it bad, but I didn't really get too much done since I was like too hesitating. I was hesitating enough to where I couldn't push out early enough, but oh well, at least we got a win here. Somehow, or not somehow, we definitely should have lost that. Alright, so I got the meal up next. I'm just earlier from those problems going on, and I'm actually getting like a headache here. But I'll probably play till like maybe almost 11:30ish here. I got the KV1 after this, then I'm probably gonna finish out the night just with tanks I'm grinding. I don't think there's any other requests here. Let me know if I missed them now. But yeah. Maybe I can finish the Panther 2 grind. But my next stream is going to be Sunday. 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. I won't be able to go any later Sunday, since Monday I do have to go into work in the morning. So I can't stay up too late. Good night, Wahala. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. See ya, Glenn, too. Have a good night as well. Hopefully everybody's ping problems and whatnot gets fixed here sooner than later. And artillery, I could hop into an SPG for you, a nice couple, yeah. If I get lag during the SPG though, I'm gonna blame it on you. Granted, it's not necessary. I wouldn't. Basically, going in Monday, I hate to not call it work, but essentially, we're going in, starting to straighten up the kitchen, clean it. I'm gonna be, whatever, because it's, there's been no heat in the building, in that part, for the winter. Figuring out if anything's like cracked or whatnot. Just getting the place ready to go. We have a couple new people too. In a seasonal town, you pretty much always change staff more or less every year. We have a couple new people that we need to, just get familiarized. I can't even say that. Excuse me. I'm struggling tonight. If anyone is a new viewer here, oh god, thank you for sticking with me. Yeah, but anyway, just getting everyone up to speed, know where everything's at, and just, not to say get to know them, because we already hired them, but it's better to get everyone on the same page and to know each other than to just like pop in the first week, like, hey, here's everyone that's new. And yeah, definitely have to work as a team in a professional kitchen, or else you're gonna be miserable. I was kind of hoping he'd pop up. I was not expecting to get hit by Artie. Artie's just about reloaded though. Yeah, that's my fault for staying still. Guys, I can't take too many requests here. I can try to get to them, but we'll see how fast these battles go. Because I would like to finish the Panther 2 grind tonight. I'll try my best though. Why would I ever do that, Uber? Oh, I missed. Oh, I hate the gun handling on this at times. Why are you behind me? Oh god, I think he disconnected. Yep, he probably lagged out and crashed. Someone please kill him, because I don't feel like wasting my shot on people that aren't here, but I also can't pop over if I'm spotted, because I'll take a... Alright, E2. I get that we're both fighting up here, however... I don't know what you're shooting at, and honestly you're making it difficult for me to fight because I'm not confident that you're not going to be right behind me. Crow, I'll try to get to the KB2 in those requests. It's just, you know, I actually played more requests tonight than I thought I was, because I forgot to kind of mix in a couple tanks I've been grinding more than I was. Yeah, but I will try to, you know, get them in. Alright, he needs help. Since I'm 2-shottable, potentially 1-shottable. Just this M2, I hope he does not hit me right away, or Artie. Oh my god, at least the defender shot. I should be able to slip out here before he reloads. KV5, let me go. It's just the KV5 should have pushed in there. Oh god, he's probably going to aim for me. And the KV5 should have pushed in there with me. He would have been able to get to his side, the rear, something. It's just we don't have, you know, many tanks right now to lose. I'm going to try to go after the E2 now, but he's back in the bushes, so it makes it hard for me to be able to actually see him. Here he is. PZ-58 though I am very afraid about. Oh god, he got a bounce. There we go. Oh god. Somehow that worked out there. Okay, I don't think... Okay, I have shots if I go out this way, but there's the possibility of him spotting me. Our KV5... So yes, there's already KV5, but it's not going to matter if there's nobody back here to defend the base. Like our poor T-28 is out there alone, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get over there in time to actually... I definitely can't. I just don't have the HP. Or the gun handling, so... Oh, come on. Come on, accuracy. I just hit the building again. There we go. I got 2 shots in him at least. Nice job, T-28. He's still kicking out there. Hello, Russian person. Unfortunately, I do not speak Russian. If we just both go in at once, less of a chance for him to, you know, kill all 3 of us if... you know, we all go in. Here we go. This is how you properly push. Somehow I'm still alive though. Oh, I thought I was gonna die, you know, at the defender. KV5 is still trying to chase down this Lorraine. I'm so glad, like, you know, the 3 of us back here didn't die, because that KV5, he would never have been able to get back in time. Like, the KV5 isn't the slowest tank for its weight, but yeah. Alright, so after this I have a KV1 request. I'll try to get to the SPG, the UDES, and the KV2 as well. Thank you, Rich. Got a Mastery Badge First Class, High Caliber Award. Oh, that was closer than I would have liked. I honestly might want to save this one because, oh Lord, I did not expect to get that. That was a pretty nice match though. All right, so KV1. There we go. Whew. Thank you for the subscription, Laya Bello. Yeah, you know, staying alive is half the battle in World of Tanks. Like I was kind of saying with what was it, the Dicker Max a few matches ago. You know, just being alive at the end of the match, more likely than not, you're gonna have a decent amount of damage. But it's just, you know, if you're dead, you can't do damage. If you have no HP, better to kind of back off a little bit. I took a little bit of a gamble when I pushed on that defender with low HP, but as long as your team's tied or a little bit ahead, better for you to just pull back, stay outside of view range, chuck shells down range, and assist your team in any way possible. And then if you start falling behind, then you kind of shift back into playing normal, where you got to take like calculated risks. It's just, I'm not always the best at that. Sometimes I lose damage and I keep trying to force it, and I always try to make mention of that. You guys probably hear me say it quite a bit, where I'm like, you know, I'm just trying to force this, and it usually does not work. It's better for you just to fall back, regroup, and worst comes to worst is you still lose or die or whatever, but or you get called a chai sniper, but it's still better than you know, trying to force something that's not working. But yeah, there's times where, like earlier, I was in a 183 and like wasting you know, like 1300 whatever the hell shell does in damage shot on a T-49 with 11 HP. Better to take out the tank than let him survive. Doesn't matter how much HP a tank has, it still can do damage to you. That's like a big part of like tournaments, clan wars, competitive play is basically knowing which tanks, you know, everyone is shooting at. That way you can, you know, kill 2 tanks in a, you know, rounding a corner instead of damage 4. Something like that. I'm glad you enjoyed them. There's going to be a lot more coming out. I'm trying not to honestly release too many at one point because I don't want to spam them too much. Sorry if it is, you know, a lot of, you know, notifications from it. But more or less, you know, with the update, the amount of guides I had to do, I just slacked off on releasing the stream clips for almost a month. But I need to get these released. That way, when I start doing tank guides, I can start adding them to my website. Since I can't do that if they're, you know, unlisted or scheduled, stuff like that for release. But they're all pretty damn good matches. So at the very least, if you didn't catch them live, you know, they are pretty decent to watch. Because I think the worst that any of them are like mastery first classes and stuff. Alright, this is definitely a little bit... I'm sorry, John. I just know if I push out here, the T-14 is gonna get me. Oh god, I just thought I like lagged immensely there. There's 2 critical hits. One of them is probably an ammo rack, but oh, awesome! The Cromwell beacon hit me. It doesn't help that our team literally has no map position at all, but nothing we could have done there differently. It's just, especially mid-tiers, if your team doesn't yeah. Yeah, especially mid-tiers, it's hard to, if your team doesn't take much ground. So let me hop into the Panther 2 here. I'm just so close to getting the E50. And I'll try to hop into an SPG, the UDES, and the KV2 as well. But I'm hoping here sometime soon. You know, I'm gonna be getting a schedule down to where I will be releasing, you know, instead of just stream clips, other videos like weak spot guide videos, map strategies, you know, basically more targeted videos rather than just stream clips. Just trying to catch up here and get everything sorted out in a way. I really wish YouTube would do it automatically in a way, the stream clips. It just, I do have to edit them a little bit before I can release them. So it adds a little bit more time to each thing. Hello, Kelly. Nice to see you. Alright. I'm just trying... Last time I was on this match, I got TK'd in the back. I'm sure you guys know who did that to me. Which, that video went over pretty well. You know, the world of jackasses. You know, I've gotten requests to do more of them. I'm pretty much only going to do them, though, if I come across special people like that again. Or, you know, you guys send in, like, a clip of something like that happening to you. I'm not going to, you know, like, name and shame people just for like random TKs and stuff. But I'm glad people liked it, because you know, that's something where I will do those videos if, you know, there's someone deserving of it. This side scares me. Our tier 9s not really pushing. It's just, I don't usually go to this side because usually you end up losing your entire flank over here. But I'm gonna try and probably get myself in a little bit of trouble. It's just a little bit hard with this lag too. I honestly, I haven't checked to see if he got banned or anything, but honestly, he probably didn't get banned or anything. He might have got like a 24-hour ban, but I don't think anything actually happened to him. But at the very least, you know, I do have a wall shame on my website now. If anyone ever wants to add people to their blacklist, the worst of the worst is on it. I only have about 3 or 4 people on it, but you know, I'm not gonna add people on just for little things. But I have gotten, I think, like 4 or 5 messages so far of people that have known this guy and pretty much have said that they're not gonna play with him anymore. Which, you know, that's almost, not to say it's the same thing as getting your account banned, but you know, I'm sure it's telling if you have friends that you play with and all of a sudden they don't want to play with you anymore. But that person probably enjoys that. Ah, crap. I'm just I am failing at popping out here. Alright, he's dead. It's just, we lost so many people. I'm gonna get on a cap here, because they still have a lot of, honestly, tanks that could really, not to say make a complete comeback, but it could get it very close. Like, we're up by 3 tanks, which is still quite a bit, but I thought this T-44 was going to try to reset us, but our 50, dude, why couldn't you just take the cap and win? He's just, you know, making them have a chance. Granted, we just won now. Thank God. No, Rich. The only thing it does is, you know, they can't talk to you. You don't see their mini maps or pings and everything. That would be nice, but Wargaming would probably, you know, their matchmaker would die, especially on the NA server. It wouldn't be able to make matches. Yay, I'm almost done. I need one more match and I'll probably get that done. So let's hop into an SPG here. Why don't I play the FV here? Like, for example, it's like my friends list is fairly big here. However, my blacklist says 593 people on it. I remember when that used to be, your friends list and blacklist used to be combined, and I think it was capped at, I forget how many people, but you couldn't go over, like, it was like 250 or something you couldn't go over. So you had to pick your friends wisely back then. All right. Here's my potentially already fail match of the stream. It's just I'm so hit or miss with Artie unless I am kind of just playing it a lot. Oh. Hopefully that was not part of my tooth. Well, the only reason why I think they wouldn't do that is, you know, it basically just creates extra strain on matchmaking, the server, stuff like that. At this moment, Uber, which, hello, Banana Girl, nice to see you. I would say yes, because it doesn't look like they're adding. Oh god, they just let that Chaffee through. The last I saw, the T-71 is the only light tank in that tier, so it's going to be leading, I think, to both lines in a way. I think. Don't quote me on it, but I'll try to check for you and see if I can find anything. But I'm pretty sure the last I heard, that was pretty much the plan. It's going to be, you know, the only light leading to both lines, because they're still looking to release the premium T92 light that could have potentially fit in there. But, you know, you never know. They have been pretty tight-lipped about that tier. I would reckon to say we'll probably know, I would say almost all of by the end of next week, we'll know pretty much everything there is to be about light tanks coming out, because it is slated for the next patch. Alright. Ooh, very nice. I'm just looking at this Skoda T25 here, and he's making me a little bit worried. Very good. The T-71, doesn't it have autoloader? I'm pretty sure it has a long. But, you know, last I look at it, I kind of skipped it when I started the light tank line because, God, I thought he was moving back. You know, they nerfed it a little bit before I got to it, I believe. I'll try to shoot the tank. 2 for 1. And I missed both of them. Oh, God. I just don't know how this tank that is near me is still alive. Yeah, that's on me. It's like all they have to do is round that corner and kill him. Do they need me to go there and finish him off? That's what I'm feeling. This Jackson and... Oh god, now there's 2 tanks here. Oh lord. Like, oh, they waited so long that the freaking Yag Panther made it up. Shit. I looked right and I should have turned. Now I have an E25 shooting me. Yeah. With freaking gold APCR. Holy crap. He probably only runs gold. Or premium rounds. Alright. So... Alright, next up was the Udes here. And then I'm gonna, you know, I'll do the KV2, and then I'll play the Panther 2, and that'll be my last battle for tonight. Hopefully tomorrow I might be able to finish the couple guides I need to finish updating on Walkover. Mainly the Matilda 4 weak spot guide. That's the last remaining guide from like 2011. So if you would like to see my first guide ever, it was basically one of the first of like 10 weak spot guides I ever made, and see how cringeworthy it is, take a look at it before tomorrow. Thank you very much, Malfrat, for the subscription. Which thank you very much again, guys, for the tips tonight, and also for the people who sent a gift shop, excuse me, packages the other day. Glad to hear it, Marga. See if I can get any luck going up here. I really like this spot. You have shots on things. It just seems to me recently, with how teams have been playing, a lot of people set up to counter this. I almost feel like it's better sometimes to go down here. All right, that guy, no. My blacklist is almost closing in on 600 people now. I think he stopped at that rock that's over there. I'm gonna need it. This isn't the amount of times I get like airfield when I play my Swedish TDs during the stream is too damn high. Like, because I've been doing a little bit better on airfield. You know, I've been struggling with it, and I started basically looking a little bit more into the map, and you know, I thought I figured it out, but playing Swedish TDs is not the easiest on this. Sorry, T44, you're pushed out a little bit too far there for me to help you. Jack, I pretty much have all the credits for the E50. I just need to get a little bit of equipment for it now, and the modules, but I basically have everything I need to pick it up. I do, Uber, yes. I don't have a video done for it, but I do have a weak spot guide done for it, yes. Pretty much all the new German tanks, I have one. Easiest way, like you can find it, of course, looking on my website, but if you ever need to know quickly if I have one done, just type WoT Guru into Guru. WoT Guru into Google. Oh god. And just type a tank name, and it'll pull up my weak spot guides and tank guides right away. For whatever reason, I am damn good at doing search engine optimization because I outrank pretty much every single website, even Wargaming's official websites, when you search for like weak spots and tank guides, stuff like that, or just tanks in general. But then again, that's why it takes me so long to do tank guides and stuff, is that's part of the thing. I spend a very long time trying to optimize every little bit of my website. It pays off. I don't know how I bounced him, but I got a little lucky there. Alright. Problem I have here is there is an SPG. These guys should be pushing on my left here, I hope. Sorry that I took a little bit too long to help you out, John. Yeah, the accuracy on this it's actually better than the tier 9. It's pretty much your shells go exactly where you want them to be. Oh god. And yep. He doesn't even need APCR. Man, I'm dead already. Unfortunately, it's frail as all hell. The E8 didn't even need APCR there. He could just overmatch me. But I knew my time was short. I thought they were going to push a little bit harder on their base. They just never turned. And Unfortunately, the Uda is, you know, pretty much outside of the tier 10. The tier 9 has a little bit of armor, but outside of the tier 10, none of these tanks can take shots, which on maps like Airfield or where you need to push up and be seen, you typically die very, very quickly, especially if there's an SPG in a match. Yes, Uber. Pretty much just... I actually, coincidentally enough, I linked that specific weak spot guide a little bit earlier. Oh god, that was... Somebody was asking about it on the forum. But I do plan on, you know, going back and making some videos for the weak spot guides that I, you know, finished. Like for that tank, Malshin, the mount, or did I do the mouse already? I don't think I did. Yeah, I just need to catch up on them. Thanks, Mogster Kiki. Hello. So I got this tank and I'll play one more in the Panther 2, hopefully finishing that grind forever. Not selling the tank though. I'm not doing that anymore. But then I guess need to... I kind of wish that there was a free XP sale this weekend because I don't have enough free experience to elite the E50. So you guys might see me in a non-elite tank for once. We'll see though. I definitely want to get some tidbits of the modules, but typically with the personal reserves, doing 100% experience booster and a 300 or 200% free XP booster, I can churn out enough free XP to elite every tank. But once I get over tier 8 and I have multiple lines, I just can't keep up the pace. Alright, Kiki works. But yeah, I got one more match after this, and that's pretty much it for the stream. Usually I end at 11, but I went a little bit longer here to get a couple more requests done for you guys. My next stream, Sunday, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Like I said, I won't be able to go any longer Sunday, but still plenty of time to pretty much get any requests done. I'm a little afraid here. I don't want to hit your gun. Oh my god. Somehow I caused damage to him. I didn't expect him to stop if he actually came around the corner, and he came around the corner somehow. Oh god. This OI experimental shot, so I should, or not. I said I have time to shoot him, but maybe I was thinking about the OI. I thought he had a longer reload, and I guess screwed myself now because now I don't have any HP. Wonderful. And by wonderful, I mean I kind of screwed that up. Just gonna tuck in here as well as I can. And hope. Nope. Let's say hope that I can one-shot the Ram too. At least my team's doing a pretty good job at covering this lane. Although this KV2 is probably going to throw a wrench in that. He's out. I think I'm just going to hide here and shoot whoever comes around first, hopefully. Oh god. Please don't push on me. I don't know how they have not pushed on me yet, but they haven't. I don't know where their Jackson is. He's probably out here. I could take a chance and kind of poke out here, but I'd rather wait to see if my team, you know, can get pretty much... the OI is coming up now. I'll do a little bit of damage here before I die. Holy shit, I bounced them. He used AP. Oh my god. That is the surprise of the night. All he had to do was fling an HE round at me and I would have died. Oh well, thanks dude. Oh god, the girl's gonna get me. Oh, I tried to ram him. I hope we don't lose this though. Somehow I got 1600 damage out of all that. Alright, they got this. Time to move on to the Panther 2. Hey, we won airfield. Awesome. Oh god. That is why you don't let, you know, a tank reload like that. All they had to do was push. You know, it wasn't even that big of a risk, but the longer they sat there, they just let me keep reloading every single time. But it's my last fight here. Hopefully it's a good one. See, high caliber. I wouldn't got, you know, 2 or 3 of those. Hey, I beat whoever. Awesome. I completed a mission. That was a pretty nice job by both of us. But yeah, I don't know how they didn't just roll right around the corner and kill me. I'll take it though. And it's Sand River. This map has been the bane of my existence tonight. I usually like Sand River, you know, depending on the tank. But typically I do pretty well on Sand River, but not so far. Honestly, I don't remember, but I don't think that we won on this map at all night. And that's scaring me. But this is definitely my last match, which thanks for bearing with me through a couple of these ups and downs tonight. Seems like the game was out to get me at times with it freezing and the lag spikes, but it's kind of cooled down here, which is pretty awesome. The problem I'm going to have here is, you know, typically going out on this side is definitely hit or miss, but it's going to be difficult for us to turn this corner if we do get to that spot where we do turn eventually, only because of their TDs. A lot of those TDs probably aren't going to move out of this area, and that's a pretty hard counter because from here you can clear out this area somewhat effectively, but turning the corner and getting smacked by a bunch of TDs sitting back there is pretty hard for you to counter until you actually see them, and by then you're usually dead. But hopefully this charioteer doesn't get too antsy here, because I'm not too keen on just pushing out and that. But sometimes you can get a heavy down in here, and that helps out a lot. But you know, we don't exactly have the fastest heavies. Thank you, Marga. Okay, there's their TDs. Why couldn't that be an easy 8? He's got the stock turret too. And seeing if I could spot anything else out over there, and no luck. Does look though that they put most of their people over here, so hopefully, granted we have 2 people sitting back there not able to even shoot a tank, I don't know why people sit up in the mountain for that long. They literally cannot shoot any tank. Spot it. It's outside of their render range. Whew. This E2 knows what he's doing now. Oh, I missed him. That's alright, Jack. You can always catch the replay or, you know, Discord server. If you guys need any tank requests, you know, just feel free to plop them there. Ooh. You scared me there. Yeah, he's kind of lucky. Did he die? No, he didn't die. He's kind of lucky the Artie didn't hit him. God damn you, Charioteer. I'll try this again. I don't know where he is, though. All we need is our Artie. Artie, come on. Come on, Artie. Your Charioteer shot, but I can't get to the IS-3 in time. God damn it. Oh, thank you very much, M6. What is our Artie doing? We got 3 Artie. He should be dead by now. Thank you, Scorpion G. I will take that. Very nice job, John. This is probably where I find a hidden tank back here. Ah, he's getting lagged too. I will try my best to remember that, John, yes. Crap. Our other side kind of got cleared out. That's no bueno. Oh. Kidding me? I say he's definitely not aiming at me. Now he is. He was pointing straight up at the sky. All right, I gotta play this smart here. I haven't done too much, but we're still in this. Shooting at him was a little bit risky because that did potentially spot me. All right, my arm's itchy. I just need to try to spot here. Here we go. I'm gonna try to line this up with his tank. Oh god. I am putting a lot of faith in my SPGs right now. A little bit too much, honestly. Alright, they missed once. I'm not sure if I'm able to track him in one shot. It's not like this is like a 105 or 120 millimeter gun. It's just if I crest up here to shoot him right, their other guys are back in that area. They're able to hit me. However, our Artie should be able to... yes, nice Cuppa. He's doing well. I just locked him out here since we have company. But pretty much his little bump was a... You know, nothing like... It was a a fatty tumor, but nothing like cancerous, they think. So all we gotta do is keep an eye on it. Sorry that I didn't pop over and help you, John. I'm just... Oh god. Ooh, I'm trying not to let that happen. Where I get one shot at because of my HP. It's like our RD can't not, you know, miss all... Okay. Miss all of its shots here. Awesome. Whew. But Levi was very sad. I wouldn't let him in the room right now. Pretty nice match. That is my last official grind for the Panther. Oh, wait, no. I'm wrong. 790 experience, and I got 593. Alright, so I guess I'm going to be playing one more match. Not right now, though. But... But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Hello, Hef. About. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Yeah. Thanks for sticking with me through the questionable lag and everything at times. That was just killing me there. But yeah, I can't play another match right now. But thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you around. You know, next up will be Sunday, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll see some of you guys then. You know, have a good weekend. And yeah, thanks for watching.